Welcome back to the Pouring Marine Podcast. We were supposed to take off all of July, but we had to get one done because so much shit's happening.
I think there's a decent amount of shit that happened.
The debate. We didn't cover the debate. We didn't cover the fucking. This dude just got shot Saturday.
This dude really just got shot.
I don't know. Crypto's
Crazy.
Whatever.
not doing anything. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But
What's your
people at the
name?
bar are still crazy. I am Bert.
I am Shaba.
Scott Balls. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's get right into it. So Saturday, Melania tried to get him to pull the plug.
Yeah, I was actually.
They were like, pull it.
I was at a. I actually watched it happen live. It was crazy.
Oh,
I was
shit.
I was at my neighbor's party, and someone happened to have
I was
the.
having a Trump rally party.
It really wasn't a part of the Trump rally party, but a lot of people there.
Was there anybody there that looked like Kenny?
No.
It's like, no. It might as well be a Trump rally.
Yeah.
It just, we'll get away from labels.
There was no salt on the food.
There was no salt on the food. The chicken was white. The people were white.
But yeah, like it was on TV, and like we're all sitting there and fucking look up and like we actually watched it all happen. I'm like, this isn't. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
You thought it
right.
was you didn't understand.
Yeah, I was about
I
to
didn't know
say,
what
was
happened.
your
They were
first
just
thought when
like
you saw
that he got rushed off stage. And I was like, oh, there's probably some threat, and they rushed him off, not thinking he actually got shot.
it? Right.
You know, that was fucking nuts,
Bro.
And the more and more you watched it, and the more and more we fucking find out about it, or
Different
don't find out about it,
angles
and
The shit's weird.
yeah,
The shit's weird. What they haven't discovered about this kid is weird.
Yeah.
Because didn't you think I was talking about it with Scott earlier, like immediately you knew everything about this person's life when there was some mass shooting or
Yeah,
whatever, or
like,
some school
within a
shooting.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't really know too much about the shooter.
they're trying to say he has no social media.
yeah.
He has. He's 20 fucking
20
years
years
old.
old.
20. Come on. He's 20.
You know, no one knows anything about him.
No one knows anything
That's
about
fishy.
him. Yeah, they talked to his friends and they're like he was shy or whatever.
Yeah, I saw the one
And-
dude saying that.
You know what I'm saying though?
But like, that's the unfortunate part about the times we live in now is I know for me and probably for all of us, you guys tell me if you agree. I never know what is fully real anymore.
no, you
We're in
make
the
fun of
fucking
me.
Matrix.
Remember? I was like, I don't believe anything. You're like, fucking will.
Yeah, true.
I'm with you.
They can fucking manipulate anything.
That's what he was talking about. Like you said, you don't trust the FBI.
Oh, my God.
being in charge of this investigation
I'm like,
right
do you
now.
actually trust the FBI to do it, to actually investigate this? Because what if they do find out something that is much more sinister?
They
Right.
dig too
Like
deep.
there actually is like some kind of conspiracy to take this man out.
Will they tell
You're not
us?
gonna tell us.
No.
It's too detrimental because they're gonna look at it from an intelligence standpoint and a national security standpoint and an existential standpoint where
Right.
we can't let the public know that this actually happened.
Right.
Just like every other massive thing that's ever happened in this, you know, in this world.
It's
Yeah.
true.
You know, they can't let you know. So we're never going to know the truth. We're never going to, it's just, we'll be able to, I mean, this will be talked about for fucking years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But no one's ever going to know what really happened there
Just
and
accept
how
it.
it happened.
No, and that picture is everywhere now. I told you
Oh,
I was in Wildwood yesterday, and I got there pretty early. I was there like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Shirt that picture was on shirts everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, people
knew
don't
it.
waste
Motherfuckers
any
making a
time.
killing, bro.
Well, dude, he's like he said, he's a martyr because he didn't, and he didn't fucking die.
He
So,
didn't die.
Yeah.
They showed him out playing golf the next day.
Yeah.
Dude, he's
Fucking G, dude.
It's
I'm like,
over.
dude,
that's
bro.
what I said.
It's over.
It's kind of
Come on,
gangster.
man.
It's
Yeah.
a wrap. It's a wrap, dude. Like he's
As if you, I mean, love him or fucking hate him, man. Like,
yeah.
that's a G move. I'm sorry.
It is.
You know?
He didn't want to leave the rally.
Huh?
Yeah.
You want to come back out?
He wanted to come back out.
Yeah.
Like he's crazy. Like he said, well, the dude's dead, right?
You probably wanted to put that dead kid's body fucking right
do you
in the
even-
fucking chair next to him and fucking finish the fucking rally.
I wouldn't be mad at no shit like
This
that.
is like Scott showed me.
That'd be
Did you see the picture of the dead kid?
I did see that.
Yo,
saw
his
that.
teeth were blown out. Like
Yeah.
they had to have
was a good
fucking
shot.
get him.
That was a good shot.
Great shot.
But you said too, the kid's shot was fucking good too.
Listen.
Yo, I'm not like I hate to be talking about this like morbid.
It was.
but-
No, we're just
Because
But
so
dude-
many people,
Factual,
so
though.
many people are. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot when it comes to guns, and especially
so divisive.
when it,
People
when
are
it,
idiots too, though. Like I'm a gun idiot. Like
it's
I
like
would-
it's like welders, man. They're the same way. Like everything's shit. everyone's a fucking scout sniper,
Right.
On the
right.
on the internet, you know.
Yeah.
So there's debate. So I follow a few like
that kid was
firearm
no
expert
Mark
guys.
Wahlberg. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and no, he wasn't. But they were the guy was talking about, like, he broke it down pretty good. So he was saying, you know, a normal AR, not geared up, nothing, has like a MOA between 3 and 5, which means like minute of angle. So he's talking about how much it leaves this circle,
Yeah.
Right.
one way or another,
Right.
as it travels distance. That's what
Right.
MOA is, right?
Yep.
And I mean, but that's debatable too. 3 to 5 is debatable because some people are like, oh, well, if you have it tricked out, you can be down to 1
Right.
at so many yards and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I get that. There's 100, you can debate this all you want, but at the same
Yeah.
time, 150 yards on your stomach with an adrenaline dump and apparently using iron sights. I'm not sure if this is confirmed or not, but this is what I'm hearing. It's a good fucking shot.
Yeah, using iron sights from that distance is
That's
nuts.
a good fucking shot.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah.
With an AR.
And you said like he turned his head.
Yeah, an AR is
just
not a
as-
sniper rifle.
Yeah.
So
just in time.
So like we were talking about at the moment that he decided to shoot, like he's like, I got the shot, right? He could have killed him.
Yeah.
But at that same moment, he turned
moved
his
his head.
fucking head.
so crazy.
Yeah.
So he could have fucking ended that shit. It was,
Bro,
dude.
if that would have happened.
Even like, if that would have happened, yes. So,
Yeah, go ahead. I'll save it.
but even the details of the gun are vague. It's Monday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should know everything.
They
We should know everything.
Everything
Because
about
At
what he
least about
used.
there. Yeah.
You know, they knew everything within an hour.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
had to, come on, man. Like you said, they're afraid to dig too deep. But if that would have happened, it would have been, because I was telling them I just saw Civil War.
that.
Yeah.
That would have been, I think it would have been the beginning.
Something would have happened.
Something
The only
crazy
reason we
would
don't know
happen.
everything about this is because it was not Biden shot at.
That's such a good point.
That's the only reason.
It's true.
It was Trump. Trump
Yeah, if they did that to
Trump
Biden-
represents everything that the global elites hate.
Yeah.
He's not a global elitist. He is a American elitist. You know, I mean, he's a 1%er as far as money.
Yeah.
But he is not a global elitist. And those are the people who really run the show. Let's be fucking real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's why they don't like him, because he don't
yeah,
fucking
because
care who
he's
you
like,
are.
fuck you guys, dude. I actually want to make sure that, you know, things in this country move smoothly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, actually, like, that it benefits us, not the global elite,
Yeah.
Exactly.
you know, which are a lot of different people and a lot of different corporations. And that's what I'm saying. I don't even really think it comes down to people at this point. I think it comes down to corporate shit.
Yeah. I agree. It's been not about people. Like I said, we're just livestock.
But like you said, they keep us fighting. They keep us fighting over these fucking little
right. So they can continue
stupid
to
fucking
do
subjects so they can continue to operate.
right. They just like looking at it's like ants in a fucking jar or some shit, and they like continue to make sure they give us the fodder to keep fighting, and they look at us like. Yeah, it's like they got somebody looking to make sure we're still fighting, and then they got the other crew making all the fucking moves. Like they're still being stupid, right? Okay, continue. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're starting to get along. Add the fucking Discord again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Getting pissed
it's
at each
so
other.
Crazy. That's how they look at us, man. And I just, I don't know what happens from here, other than Trump locking in his fucking spot as a second. Yo, this is the first time that's going to happen if he wins. Like, a
That
former
somebody come back?
president.
Yeah.
That's definitely the first
Is it?
time.
In
right?
between
not sure.
in between terms?
Yeah, like not.
I would think.
not consecutive, right? Yeah, that's.
I don't know. I'm not a
the first time.
history buff like that, but
I never heard of it. I don't know, but I never heard of it either. But,
I know the max is 10 years. So let's say you're vice president and you get voted in 2 years in, you could do 2 full terms.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
So the max is not 8 years, it's 10 years.
Yeah, but that you'd have to have something happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You'd have to have something happen in between. But I don't know if you can you now run 2 full terms? Like that's what you're thinking, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
No, he can't run another 8 years.
That's what I'm
No, he
It's
can't
just
do-
it's just 8 tops. Like,
Yeah.
yo, this term, blank,
next term,
this
you can't
term.
run again.
Yeah.
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 So-
that's the
Now, does someone else try this shit now? Since they saw somebody had the balls, even though like anybody doing this knows they're killing themselves. All right, you know what I mean. You're committing.
Oh, you're
suicide.
sacrificing, yeah.
You're
Well-
sacrificing yourself 100%.
yeah.
So I wonder, like, are there? Because I believe that there's multiple people that have maybe been on edge wanting to try some shit like this. And now I wonder if because this happened and someone's actually fucking opened the door to trying it, does it like will you have somebody else trying it?
Well, it definitely exposed the DEI hire. Fucking head of the Secret Service didn't know what the fuck she's doing.
God,
You said
bro.
she couldn't put the gun back
Bro,
in
she
her
couldn't
holster.
get a gun back in her fucking holster on stage. She hid
I
behind
know.
Trump.
I saw that. That's crazy. Like it doesn't get any worse than that.
I know.
You hid behind.
I hate that I laugh because I don't keep up with
No,
these
because it's
details,
that
but
insane.
It's that
It's
insane.
that
insane.
crazy. Like what?
You got to go, lady. You're not the. Can we all just agree that DEI sucks?
Yeah,
at
dude,
this
no,
point,
yeah, 'cause
that it's not for everything.
Listen, anything not merit based sucks.
Yeah.
That's all. Here's what DEI should be, in my opinion. DEI should be just giving the underprivileged the same amount of opportunity that white people have gotten. That's all. Don't hire a motherfucker though just because they're different and because you're trying to meet a quota for optics and they don't even meet the fucking criteria to do the job. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Just give everybody the opportunity and then hire from that. It's not, oh yeah, we just got to get a black person, we got to get an Indian person, we got to get
That's
a
the
woman.
thing. Like, wouldn't you be offended? I know you
Absolutely.
would,
I already
Kenny.
know what
If
you're
they said,
say.
if they said, "Hey, I'm hiring you because you're black.
Yeah,
we
I'd
need
be
a
like,
black guy
fuck
in
off.
here." Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even though
Like-
that's what we did with the podcast. Like, we need a black guy. We need to check off more boxes.
That was one of the funniest things. Ever. That timing
I'm
was
fucking,
immaculate.
come
just
on,
now.
man. We
No,
all
it's
bust
great.
these-
I know.
But I would be offended if they
that's
were like,
so
we
funny.
need a Latin American here, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or whatever.
'Cause
You
you
know
know
what I'm saying?
you're
Like,
not, you're not a retard. You're not no dumb. Like you gotta. Oh, yeah,
I would be
I'm gonna-
retarded as head of the fucking CIA
Well,
or
that-
the FBI.
So would I. Right.
Yeah, because you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. This lady
Yeah.
ran Pepsi. She was the security specialist for PepsiCo, the head of security for Pepsi. So she's,
And gets to the head of
Protecting
for
fountain
Secret
drinks.
Service.
That's what I'm
from
saying.
whatever the fuck they need protection from.
you,
Not a presidential candidate.
you're keeping the rats out of the sugar bits?
You know
Like,
what I
what the
mean?
fuck are you doing?
What are you protecting?
That's what I'm saying.
Fountain.
That's what I mean. What the fuck?
That's literally what it is. She's
Dude.
literally protecting fountain.
You go, like,
Oh
it's
my God.
fucking insane.
Amazing. Amazing. Did you see the guy before her?
No.
Bro, the dude looks like the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Does he really?
Yeah, he looks like he looks like a fucking like something you would see on a fucking boat going out into the middle of nowhere. It's fucking great. I'll show you a picture of him at some point. But he is I was like, that's the dude. I mean, and I get it. It's just looks alone. I don't know, but still, that dude looked like he knew what the fuck he was doing.
You need somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
He's holding like a 50 cal. In the picture I saw him, he's holding like a 50 cal
Nice.
with like a 50-inch barrel on it.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
what you
holy
want.
you
it's
need
like-
that Yahoo that can't wait for the opportunity
Right.
Yeah.
to fucking defend you.
And
like,
when I
do you know
tell
what I'm
you-
saying now? Like one of the that like we were referring to Mark Wahlberg, that movie Shooter, where he was like, that dude was so fucking looking forward to just picking people off that he couldn't stand the reality of actually being a shooter where you go hours on end of doing nothing.
Right. 'Cause that's
And it drove him
99%
and
of
he
it.
drove him insane, right? That's you know what I mean? But you want the guy that fucking all right, you know what I mean? I know I'm gonna chill. I know nothing might happen, but I'm ready
I can't
at all
wait.
times.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Can't wait to fuck you up.
And I'll tell you right now, there's no way that should have ever even that kid should even come close to where he was.
No.
Bro.
At any.
Did you guys go ahead?
Yeah. I mean, dude, I watched a shit ton of videos.
I was about to say the
The
video.
people were fucking picking him up, and the crowd were
That's-
picking him up before
that's-
Secret Services
Yep.
or SWAT or local
for
police.
minutes. Like to alerting them. Like,
So is that inside?
He was wearing dark clothes on a white roof.
Yeah.
How did you get on? And not only that, but how did you get on the only structure
Yeah.
that has a vantage point
and
to the
not,
stage?
and not protected.
yeah. Yeah. How does that even
Drones should have picked him up.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
there's so many things that should have happened.
There's
And
so many
that's-
things wrong with this fucking
that's where the
thing. That's what I'm
question
saying.
is.
So now you're wondering if it was like, all right, do you have people in the Secret
That's
Service?
what I'm saying.
Like,
Because the Secret Service be compromised.
I don't
Like,
think it's that. I don't think it's that. I think that it was a straight up incompetence at this point
Yeah. I mean, it definitely could have been.
because of
Because
the
we're
woman
not-
who was running it.
exactly, but we're not in a movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like people were criticizing how they fucking tackled this dude. I'm like, bro, like how many times have they had this happen?
Yeah.
Like these guys have never had this happen. Like,
true.
And you got to realize
It
too,
took
he's eating
people-
like the snickle fits.
It took
of the
him.
fucking of
Exactly.
He's getting
true.
the B team.
He's getting the
Yeah,
B team.
yeah,
Exactly.
right.
He's not the president.
Right.
No.
It's true.
They're not protecting the eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not getting the best guys.
It's true.
He's the top.
And I'm sure that's by design for sure.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's 100% because they're like, dude, give him the fucking worst fucking
Yep.
motherfuckers. We got to give him
Just
somebody.
Gotta give him
just
somebody,
To say we
yeah.
gave him
You know?
something, right?
Yeah.
Just to, yeah. That's
We're getting the ones who got pushed through for DEI hires.
yeah. Just he's good enough. He worked.
I don't know.
He worked through security at the casino. He's good.
It's just like,
Crushed it.
It reminds
Crushed
me
it
of Chris
over there.
Rock. There was like, there's just some jobs where everybody got to be good.
Yo, for real. That's such a good. You can't
Chris
have
Rock,
any.
you can't argue with that point
Yeah.
that he made in that fucking.
Yeah.
There are some
There's
jobs.
some jobs where
everybody's
everybody got to be good.
Yeah. When it comes to security, policing, all that,
Yeah.
like, you
Right.
have to be good. You can't
Right.
be a fucking bozo. You have bad days.
right.
Everyone has bad
and
days.
That's okay.
I get it.
But
With something like this?
because you're human.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
bad
human,
days
exactly.
okay, but like
Exactly.
being bad at the job like consistently,
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Not with that type of job.
No, but this is something that is planned. You have time to scout the location.
Yeah.
And fuck, like you said, he had the only fucking vantage point. You'd be like, oh, nobody
Yeah,
can
that's-
get up there.
that's
That's
so
not
crazy.
your fucking. That's not in your.
You got a ladder over there. Where did he get this ladder from? Did he bring the ladder with him?
Dude,
no
that-
one was like, that's
like you
weird.
yeah, that's odd that he's
That's weird. This guy with a gun.
he's got
is
a
going
big,
up
massive backpack that looks like maybe a guitar case, and he's got a ladder. I wonder what he's gonna do. Like
I
what?
love-
He's gonna go play
I love
guitar on the
Desperado.
roof. Yeah, he's gonna go.
there. Jeez.
He's gonna go sing for all of us on the fucking.
And the
roof.
guy, the
Maybe
guy
he's
that
a
got,
mariachi.
the guy that did unfortunately die is a firefighter.
Dude, did you see what fucking? I sent you guys this. It's like 10 seconds. I can pull it up. It's worth it. The fucking guy, Destiny.
Oh God.
What
I
he
hate that
said
fucking
about
guy.
the fucking guy that got killed.
Who's Destiny?
He's that blue-haired fucking. I'm not gonna say it.
Yo,
I want to say it.
we don't
Dude,
need
he's
any
the
time
fucking worst, dude.
His name is
He talks like this out of the side of his mouth. Little bitch. He's a little bitch.
dude. That could be stroke induced.
Whatever. I hope
He's like whatever.
I'm not gonna say it. He does. You ever see him talking? He
does.
Talks out the side of his mouth like a little bitch. Probably some man probably broke it. Probably broke his jaw at one point
Jesus Christ,
for talking too much shit. Didn't learn the first time.
that's
Anyway.
a shame.
All right, so he okay,
But
so
that
he
dude died
said-
next to his family. That's fucking.
It's fucked up.
insane.
I don't give a fuck what side you're on, man.
That's
That's
fucked up.
fucked.
Yeah.
This is how do I connect it to this fucking?
Just make sure. I think
You got to send it to. What you do is send it to Scott.
Yeah,
and let
send it.
Scott play it
I think
because
I think I might be on.
his is on. Yeah, his is on.
All right,
Make sure.
That all that like you said, all the little details that allowed this 20-year-old kid, like how
it's the,
like how confident are you that you were even to get that far?
What slide is it? It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fourth slide.
Fourth.
I sent it to you on Instagram.
Okay.
If not,
It's a soundbite or
yes, it's a sound
Okay.
bite. It's like
It's the fourth slide.
yeah.
Okay.
This shit is so out of fucking pocket,
Fuck the
bro.
dude, the firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him.
Go
I just
back
want
and
you to
start
know,
again.
okay? Just in case you're
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it was-
fuck
More
the
content.
dude.
Hold on. Sorry.
Fuck it. Fuck the dude, the firefighter guy. Fuck Trump. Fuck the people that support him. I just want you to know, okay? Just in case you're confused or it seems like I'm, you don't, whatever. If one of you were in the crowd and you're a conservative fan of mine and you end up, getting blown away or whatever the fuck, I'm making fun of you the next day on Twitter. I am 100%.
bro.
Jesus.
Bro.
What?
Now,
And
see,
he's
now he needs to
conserv-
get his
and that
jaw
kid's-
broken even
And
more.
that kid's conservative.
No, he's
No.
a fucking like
He's
super
super-
fucking douchebag liberal.
He's saying if
So
you
that's
happen
what I'm
to be a
saying. So,
conservative,
but look how violent
right,
the loving left.
right.
Do you know what I'm
That's-
saying?
bro,
That's
fucking
fucking crazy.
Insane
couldn't
to
be-
say that out
I
loud.
couldn't believe that. I could not believe he said that. I sent that to the chat like earlier. But yeah, I was like, I looked at it like 3 times. I was like, he didn't just say that.
He said it and doubled down.
Now
Yo,
somebody,
I hope
now somebody
something
blew
bad
his hat.
happens to him. Like
Yeah.
I hope someone sees him out somewhere
And
that
beats the
knows
shit out
that
of him.
fucking guy. And
Yeah.
just blasts him.
Yeah.
Fucking puts him in the fucking ground.
Yeah, for real.
Not
dude.
dead, just out cold.
In the
He
hospital.
wakes up so he can wake every time he fucking wakes up.
Well,
he
you can't-
fucking thinks about
You
that.
can't get knocked out. You don't feel it when you get knocked out. You gotta make him feel
You
it.
need to be put in the ICU for talking like that. Like honestly, you need
Bro,
like,
that was
you
like
need
someone-
long-term damage to think about what the fuck
That's
you
somebody's
said.
dad. They were like, he was with his family, right?
Bro, I was reading in that same post a couple slides before, his daughter, oh my God, I was almost crying fucking reading it. His daughter like put up a post about him and shit. I'm like, this is so fucked up, bro. Like it was like a real heartfelt post. The daughter's 20 years old. And yeah, just
Yeah, because he was young, in his 50s,
yeah.
in his 50s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking firefighter. That dude, that guy would have to fucking put out that dude's fire. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, look how little you thought of that guy, and that guy would drop everything to fucking
Right. Wouldn't even
save your life.
Right. He's not gonna think, oh, while he's going to the fire.
Hey, what are your political beliefs before I fucking
Come on, man.
carry
That's
you
the
back
most
down
coward
these
shit.
stairs?
That's the most coward shit you can fucking say, man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's how I know
Terrible.
that. Like, and I've always hated that fucking guy. I never really like everything he says. I'm just like, what are you fucking talking about, dude?
Yeah.
You talk like such a little bitch.
Because he is.
Because
He is.
Yeah.
Imagine
and that
him-
just confirmed it, like even
Right.
more. I'm just like, dude, fuck this dude. Fuck everything he's about. And I really hope that something ill happens to him.
And it should.
And I hate
Like,
to be like
I hate
that.
I
to
know,
be
me-
like
me
that.
too,
Yeah, you
but
hate
like-
to match that level.
Yeah.
I know,
because-
but like, what the fuck?
But it's so like, how can you defend your beliefs when you think like that?
Yeah. How can you
How can you defend your extreme beliefs when you
Right.
when you think those extreme beliefs?
Right.
If you were there,
or expect anybody else,
fuck you.
yeah, just for being there.
anyone else who might disagree with you.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. I'm not a fucking Trumper. I fucking hate Trump.
Exactly.
But I'm glad he's not fucking dead.
Right.
Exactly.
And then even
Because you're
worse,
actually human.
That's what I'm saying.
even worse, like you wouldn't want a fucking random person that happens to support him to get their head blown off.
no.
Like that's insane.
That's some shit
Like
to fucking
that's like
say.
he's really you. I really think some of these motherfuckers are mentally ill. Like to
They
say
are.
that you're off.
Well, dude, he also like allows other dudes to fuck his girlfriend and shit. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's like a
Jesus Christ.
cuck.
I didn't know that.
dude.
He has like an
shouldn't
open
even-
relation. Like he's like, oh, yeah, I'm in
Bro,
an open relationship.
That's not a
blah, blah,
fucking.
blah.
That's not a man. Then I don't even know why he's talking.
Exactly.
Like that. I didn't even. That's
I didn't know that.
he loves to go on with like he did a debate with
imagine being like that.
I can't.
it was Ben Shapiro. He did a debate with Ben
I
Shapiro
watched half of that. I never finished it.
on Lex Friedman,
Yeah. Yep.
and he didn't say a whole lot.
Well, Ben
Yeah.
Shapiro probably destroyed him anyway.
Because Ben is very logical. He's like he
Yeah.
believes what he believes, and he has a lot of data to back it up.
Yeah, and he's super fucking smart.
He is smart.
He's a smart little
He's-
annoying fucker.
He gets
He's
very,
annoying.
he gets emotional
Yes.
Yeah.
when he starts talking.
This kid,
Yeah.
this kid.
Yeah.
And it's
Where's
it's
that
fucking
emotion
obvious.
coming from?
Yeah.
What I heard from him when I was listening to what he was saying, when I was listening to that debate between them, nothing gave me the indication that he would say anything like that.
No.
He sounded somewhat sensible on some topics. I'm like, listen to, I'm following. Okay, all right, I could kind of see, but that I was like,
Yeah,
it's the
that's-
same guy. Like
That's a new level of piece of shit.
Yeah.
and really, it's
That's
low,
like
it's as
a
low as
big
you
time.
go, bro.
Yeah,
This is-
that really is.
Dude.
You would wish, and I obviously I'm going deep into myself here because I just wished harm on him, but still, the fact that you would
But only because he feels the same way.
right.
No, I get it,
right.
I get it. And I hate the fact that I just fucking did that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
actually like looking at myself now. Like
You're
don't
mad
be
at
like
yourself
that.
because
Yeah.
you bring me down to that level.
Exactly.
Right,
I know,
because
but,
you know you're not like that.
but you're
God,
not like
man,
that.
like fuck, I want to punch him in the fucking face.
right, he needs to get like you said.
Because
Like,
you said that he's had no consequences, dude. He's
Yeah.
never been in a fight.
that's
that kid.
the epitome of that.
That kid's never had fucking.
'Cause you would never
He's
talk
never
like
had
that.
his hand slapped for reaching for a hot pot. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it goes that deep. Like
Yeah.
this is a timeout kid.
Yeah.
I mean, he lets other men fuck his girlfriend.
What a bitch. That's so crazy.
That's weird. That's
It
fucking
is.
I
weird.
feel like you shouldn't be able to have an opinion on anything about men if you do that.
yeah.
like, okay. I don't even need to go on.
It's just.
It's
however
just-
you want to live your life is
Yeah.
however you want to live your life. But,
But I can feel how I want to feel about it.
yeah, of course.
That's like the whole thing. Like, listen, live how you want to
That's what I
live.
said.
It is
I can't,
America.
live, I can't live like that.
But I can definitely have my opinion on that bitch ass shit. That's crazy.
What's the point?
Terrible. Yeah.
Huh?
What's the point? Like, what is the point of having a girl? And this is like,
This is
what's
his
the point of
girlfriend. It's
having
not
a
even his wife or
girlfriend?
anything. But
Yeah.
No, I get it, but still, what's the point? Why even be in a relationship at all? You're not in a relationship.
No. But
You know,
I want to say it so bad.
he likes cock.
That, yes.
Loves the cock.
That's what I thought about.
How does it feel to love the cock?
I thought about making fun of those, those kids that go in the street and they ask random questions to people. And shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I wanted to ask Scott, like, what's your biggest ick in a guy? And he's like, he has a cock. It's my biggest ick. I think it would have been great.
He's got a
He
dick.
has a cock. Oh, that's funny.
See, nobody does shit like that. This is the
Yeah.
kind of shit we should do. Like, we would have to go to randos on the street. We could just do it.
I feel like I need to hang out on the boardwalk a lot more.
Bro, I was
Well, you
on-
hate the beach, so the boardwalk's not that bad.
Yeah.
The boardwalk's not bad.
Boardwalk's not
Get
bad.
old time photos and shit. Fun.
Yeah.
Pizza,
I'm always on the fucking
waffle
boardwalk.
Sunday.
Waffle
not,
Sunday.
Not against it. Video games, not against it.
Dude, the
Boardwalk is the
arcade.
shit.
The arcade, man. I haven't been to the arcade in a while.
I love the boardwalk.
Yeah, I like the boardwalk. I was there yesterday, but we didn't get to play any arcade games. I like the claw games. I'm a claw guy.
Oh, you want a prize?
Yeah.
You want fries?
Little hoe. You want a prize, little hoe?
So Jessica be like, thanks, and throw it away 2 days later.
Yeah.
Satisfying.
Speaking of lame shit on the internet,
We weren't speaking about that at all. We were talking about the boardwalk.
I know.
That's a terrible
said it.
segue. But anyway, does anybody want another beer?
Yeah, we were talking about lame shit, but you know,
Now, when you start talking about the guys that go to ask random questions to people and shit on the internet,
That's our
I
late.
was like, I've been on Instagram way too much lately, self-admitted, like way too much, and I'm just seeing more and more corny shit.
like hot.
Dude, oh yeah, she's fucking killing it right now, bro. But no, I'm like, I came across these pages where these guys, and then one dude, all right, tall, good-looking dude, real smooth, like pretty dope style. Like you could see how if he walks through a crowd, he would draw attention, right?
Yeah.
But like he has someone recording him walking through women just like and him like stopping and looking.
Is that the one
at
from
shit.
Colombia?
No,
Where he's
just
walking
like,
through Colombia?
No,
Okay.
no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This dude, he's like looks like an African dude, but he's like in some European country.
Okay.
So that one was like, all right, this is kind of corny because he goes up and just looks at the chick with his face and shit all fucking serious, and they like look at him. And some of them react, some of them don't. But then I'm seeing the progression of these pages because now Instagram is showing me this whack shit.
Yeah, because
You
watch-
clicked
I'm
on
looking at this fucking ugly
Because
ass
you watch one?
cricket looking dude walk past this chick. He just walked past her, right? And she just looks up and turns and like comes running after him. And
you know that stage.
the comments, yeah,
Come on,
they're like,
that's not real.
bro, how much did you pay this?
Cause dude, it's
Like,
Comment
bro,
sections are undefeated.
oh my god,
Dude.
like maybe the second or first
Thank-
funniest thing in the world right now.
yeah,
Comment
that's
sections.
the only reason the internet is still any good are the fucking internet trolls. Like
oh my god.
some of them are funny, some of them are idiots, but yo, some of them come
Comments?
with the fucking craziest shit. Remember I sent you the one about Ice Cube? I thought they were like, what's the I was like, what's the craziest rap lyric you ever heard? And it was like, there's no way Ice Cube fucked around and got a triple double.
Oh my god.
I was like, holy
That-
out of all the things in rap, that's probably number
probably
number
most
one.
Someone thought of
unbelievable
that.
thing.
Yeah, the most unbelievable rap lyric you've ever
If
heard.
you're actually being serious in a comment section, you're the worst person.
Oh
ever.
yeah.
yeah, of course. You
You
never
know?
mean
Yeah.
anything.
You better be fucking coming with the funniest fucking
Yeah.
shit.
That's
it.
That's what it's for.
Or
Yeah.
kidding. Like, some
Or-
people come off like,
Honestly, once I see anything serious, like any kind of like
stop.
serious comment where it's like there's like like real emotion behind it, I'm like, this is a troll farm.
the troll farm.
This is a Russian troll farm. 100%. This is China. Trying to
This is a
stir
troll
up
farm.
more dissent.
Right,
You
right.
know? But when I see something funny, I'm like, that's a real person. No troll farms coming up with that. No Chinese guys coming up with that. Listen, I'm not saying
Correction. Chinaman.
correction.
Chinaman.
Correction, you're racist.
We're like,
No
there's no way
Chinese person's coming up with that.
I gotta turn the air back on. We're laughing too much.
Yo, for real. I'm hot as fuck.
Hey, hot as fuck.
Oh man.
Turn it up.
Taking us left.
You know they can't make funnies like that.
No, dude. They're not coming with that fucking hardcore comedy, man. It's too totalitarian.
No, dead ass though. Like there's a reason why America's like the funniest. Like it's funny because we have the
because of the
funniest people
diversity.
and we are the funniest, meaning we get laughed at the most.
Of course.
But we make other people laugh the most too. It's like, it's so weird.
Thanks,
man.
George Washington. Appreciate you.
Thanks, G-Dub.
G-Dub.
Me and my boys be stacking bodies by now.
Fucking crazy.
Oh,
Oh man.
what happens now, guys? So now what
I
happens?
don't know. I want to see what this Republican convention.
If nothing changes, Trump 100% wins by a landslide.
Yeah.
Because if you look at so if you actually
Yeah,
looked
but
at
who could they possibly
Yeah.
At this point?
put up
bring out of the woodwork?
anyone.
I mean, when they tried to assassinate Reagan, the same thing happened.
Yeah.
Same thing happened. He like when I, it was crazy. Like landslide victory. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
That's why it might have been staged. No, I'm just kidding.
That would
I
be
don't
a
know.
crazy move if that shit if they actually
If they
stayed,
turned
I don't
out,
think it
if
was.
they turned out like,
but if that was, that would be some. That's next level, like
scumbag shit.
anything to win. Like,
But at the,
guys
same,
gonna
the
go
worst
low,
part
we'll
about
go
it is
low
that we're
too.
actually like thinking about
Thinking
it. We're
about
like,
it,
yo,
yeah.
this could actually be a
we,
reality.
we don't believe it.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Like that could actually
we're like-
be a reality, and everyone would be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Exactly. We're taking it with a grain of salt that some fucking dude got his hair blown off in front of his fucking family, and the possibility that could be fucking.
I mean,
fake.
CIA killed fucking Kennedy. Let's be real.
yeah,
Bro,
We already had that
they
happen.
don't. These
dude,
motherfuckers
in
don't care
front
about,
of everybody,
They don't
because
care.
everybody was watching that shit
Yeah.
live.
They
We
don't
already had
care.
that shit happen. So it's not like this is unfathomable.
Right, and they don't. They've shown us time and time again they don't give a fuck about innocent lives being lost to further their agenda. As long as they remain in power, they don't give a fuck about this
millions of people-
firefighter and how nice he was, that he was totally innocent, just standing there. If it means, they'll continue. But I mean, I just don't. I don't know, bro. That's
How many millions and millions and millions of people we've killed?
dude, and wars.
We're the
All the wars
we've
that-
committed the worst atrocity.
All the wars that we lied about the real reasoning, and we send in these 18,
Kids.
19, 20-year-old kids to
believing in this, like
Yeah.
greater good, like
Right.
this is like, and that's another thing we were talking about, the temperature,
yeah,
like Biden saying that we should, cool the political temperature, which is true.
yeah.
But you have fucking crazy ass Marjorie Taylor Greene
Yeah.
saying this is good versus evil. Blah, blah, blah. You
the
keep
fuck
fucking
up.
pushing
Outta
that
here,
dumb shit. Like, who keeps electing this Yahoo? Like, what? She keeps winning, right? Don't they have to go
I feel like-
every few years?
I feel like Congress is almost
It's a
like
fucking clown car.
It really is. Like it's a big
It's all
joke.
bullshit.
It's like this
Exactly.
huge joke of idiots.
yeah,
Yeah.
yo.
Like, but don't get me wrong, there are a few in there that are like good motherfuckers.
Of course.
But they get no
No.
press.
No, exactly. You don't
No.
you don't get those sound bites from fucking people
No.
that are logical and
Right.
fucking
They're
reasonable.
Asking real
and
questions
doesn't
and
do it.
asking real questions.
they get
exactly.
no support.
We're immune to that shit too, though. Like we're at fault because we want to see the fucking crazies and we want to see the people say the most outlandish shit, whether it's good or bad. We're gonna
Sorry.
watch it. So when somebody says something logical and
unfortunate
normal, you're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
it
yeah,
moving.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
What else you got?
What else you got?
Look, yeah, we already knew this. I want to hear this idiot say something stupid.
Exactly.
What do you have to say,
And you
butthead?
keep her on, which is crazy. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's
Starting to
terrifying.
lose hope, man.
It's terrifying.
It's hard
Try
to keep
not
up
to,
with,
bro.
you know? It's hard to keep up with. And
And listen, man, every time I start losing hope, I start realizing that the fact that we're talking about it, and not just us, like every podcaster is fucking talking about this.
yeah, I'm sure.
Everyone who's not
We're not
sucking on the
podcasters, though.
corporate tit,
We're not
is-
podcasters.
We're not podcasters. We're in a basement.
I know,
Relax.
dude, whatever.
We just say things.
I'm a bartender. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about anyway.
Exactly.
All I'm saying is
We just get passionate about things.
everybody is talking about this. Everyone's talking about how fucked up everything is. Everyone's talking about how fucking inefficient our Congress is. Everyone's talking about how fucking stupid everything fucking that is happening is.
Yeah.
And we're all fucked.
Yeah.
It's gonna come to a boiling point
It has to.
where people are like, I'm done with this shit.
But
I'm
what-
done.
It almost happened the other day.
What's the recourse?
That
Yeah.
would have been it right there.
Oh, dude, oh god.
That would have been it.
The thing is, you're like, you don't want this.
No. No.
You don't want
I
this.
am
Nobody wants
so
this.
fucking glad that motherfucker missed.
Oh my God.
So glad. The fact that it's even able to happen
Yeah.
is even scarier.
Yeah.
You know? But the fact that he missed, dude, do you understand? Like, dude, this could have changed the
Oh
entire
my God.
Course of
Everything.
Course of
yeah.
history. Yeah. Like instantly. These motherfuckers that are, in support of Trump and have been being quiet and are fucking kitted up and gunned up and ready, that would have set motherfuckers off.
Yeah, all these old pussy liberals being like, "Oh, I wish he hadn't missed." I'm like, you
Okay.
don't want to see. You're not ready for what
You're
happens
all gonna
next.
die.
But saying that alone is like we said we were kidding. Like you know what I mean? We were like, oh, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's the dilemma. Like you'd wish he shut up, but you don't want him to fucking die. Not
No.
like now. Not with the pulse of the fucking
Right,
country
yeah.
right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not that way. Like we got to eliminate this motherfucker.
Yeah,
no,
that's-
we should eliminate this motherfucker. You know how?
But
By
they-
voting somebody other than these two motherfuckers in.
There you go.
Yeah, they would like to kill him if
Yeah, I
they
mean,
could. You know what I mean?
You could kill him fucking politically,
If that
but you
would-
don't want to. You want to fucking
Yeah, you could actually, instead of being a bunch of pieces of shit
exactly.
on the left, you could actually fucking put up a candidate that actually stands for what people actually want, not what you want.
Right.
How fucking crazy would that be?
It would be actually really insane in this country. That's the fucked up part. Is it really would be nuts.
It'd be
to
crazy.
do the right thing would be insane.
No, it'd be crazy to get somebody in office that actually is for the people.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
put up RFK,
Bro.
they might actually have a fucking chance
He's the
Yeah.
only. I think he's the
because
only.
he's a logical person
He's just- yep.
who is like, listen, I'm gonna hear what you guys are fucking saying. I'm not gonna stick to any kind of right or left wing rhetoric. I think he fucking kind of falls in the middle with a lot of things.
Where do you think along the road that we lost that? Like we lost this. Like trust in the country, trust in our government, trust in you know what I mean.
After Clinton, we were fucking crushing it under
We're
Clinton.
doing well.
We were like the economy was fucking
Yeah.
on fire, And when things started to slip, we started getting, and then we had Bush that put us in a fucking
War.
a war that fucking like pretty much fucked us
Yeah.
forever. The amount of money we put over nothing, over really,
nothing. Oil. Said anything about oil?
Oh, oh.
Bitch, you cooking?
Did you cook it?
WMDs.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean that's when people really when we started finding out that was all bullshit, and that a lot of people fucking knew from the jump.
You
we
knew
had-
you weren't getting the whole truth, but you didn't. It wasn't so blatant,
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where the distrust comes from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yep. Like we invaded a sovereign nation over
For nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
I get the I get going into Afghanistan looking for Bin Laden. 100% get that.
Right, of course.
I think everyone can get behind that after what he did.
Of course.
But it's kind of funny how you didn't fucking really
If he did do it.
start looking at your
Yeah.
the Saudis at all, which is kind of hilarious now that they're talking about them now that they are going off the petrodollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why all of a sudden we're talking about how Saudis were fucking involved in 9/11. No shit, we knew this from the fucking jump, dude.
Right.
Now they're actually doing something about it.
So
It's
sick.
It is.
It's sick what they did,
We're a
and
sick
that's where
nation.
all the distrust really started coming in.
The nation's sick now.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then we had the housing market fucking thing, like with Wall Street, how they fucked over everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's an easy policy change. Like, how come nobody's for that policy? If your company's worth X amount of $1 billion, you cannot invest in residential real estate.
Well, that's a whole other fucking.
But
part.
you
I'm
know
talking
what
about the
I'm saying?
subprime mortgage shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
when they had no
2008.
rules.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before no rules, or
but so this is what
when
I'm
it
talking
started,
about.
like
so they started getting
because that's how I
deregulated.
got a mortgage with no rules.
Yeah.
Jess didn't even have a job.
That's insane.
Yeah,
So
they approved her fucking mortgage.
Dude, they had me. You know what they approved me for?
crazy.
For my first house, you know how much money
She
they
was in
approved me
school.
for?
She was in school. She didn't even have a job, and they approved her mortgage for this house.
Yeah. I just started working at where we work.
Yeah.
Right. They approved me for a $600,000 mortgage. Me.
You should
just
have
me.
taken it and just fucking went bankrupt. Just taking the money, fuck
Kinda-
it,
kinda did.
taking and run. No, well, yeah, that's true. But
I had to. I had no choice but to give that house back.
yeah,
I mean,
you were.
I look at it like hindsight 2020. Like, all right, if I'd stuck in there now, right, it stayed instead of fucking figuring it the fuck all out.
Yeah.
like the way I did,
Yeah.
I'd still be in that fucking house, and it'd probably right now be worth
Upside
what
down?
No, it'd probably be worth what it's worth fucking right now.
Oh, okay.
So what I paid for it back in 06, I wonder what it's worth right now. It'd probably be around the same.
Yeah.
What it's worth.
So it's a lateral movement. but you're doing
Exactly.
better. You're
and
doing
I'm doing
better now.
10 times.
Doing
I made
way
the
better.
right.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
100% made the right move.
Exactly.
Thank God I did when I did too. Like it. I mean,
Yeah.
and everything kind of fell into place right for me.
Yeah.
But that's not typical.
Yeah.
Right.
That's,
Oh,
the,
dude,
that's the
how-
worst part.
That's what happened.
I got lucky.
That's what happened to us. Like our neighbor, they're gone now, but they have the smaller house across the way. They paid $125,000 more than we did for their house. 4 months before we bought ours. That's how fucking crazy that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's fucking insane. And people were like you said, but at that time, like the prices crashed, but the mortgage rules hadn't changed. That's why they fucking were giving out loans like crazy. Anyway,
Yeah. Yep.
shit started crashing, and we need that shit. Fuck it, it's too hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we took advantage of that. You know what I mean? But
Right.
like right now, no way, you can't fucking get shit. People are laughing at you when you fucking get. You're like, what's your budget? 300,000. They're like, good luck.
Yeah,
You're
good luck.
like,
Call somebody else.
yeah.
You can't even lend money. Like, how is that?
Dude,
Isn't
the
that-
average home price right now is $400,000
dude,
at 8.9%.
that's fucking crazy.
What planet are we on?
That's what I mean. I have a mortgage right now. It's a 2 or something. Thank goodness.
Yeah. My mom was funny too. She's like, "Yeah, but it was like that in the '80s." I'm like, "Mom, you paid $30,000 for it."
Yeah, right.
They don't get it.
It's not
dude.
the same.
They don't get it. They're like, oh, these kids don't have anything to show for themselves. I'm like, look at fucking what happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're like, oh, minimum wage is way more now. So is everything
So
else.
is
like
oh
at the
my
debate,
God.
when they were like, a bag of groceries that costs 100 is 120. I'm like, where? I want to go
Yeah.
there because
Yeah,
here
right.
it costs $150 more.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? My $100 bag is
At least.
$250.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
it's not fucking.
Yeah,
It's not 20% higher. It's way fucking more
100%
for
more.
everything.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's fucking insane. It really is. It's
It really is.
it's
And you're-
sad that
yeah.
no one and people aren't willing to recognize it. That's the worst part.
That's it's
Yeah,
They're in
even when you
denial
break it
about
down,
it.
you
That's
break-
always the
when you
thing.
show them a chart, you show them year by year what like the average was here, what the average was here,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And you break it down for them, and they're still like, "Yeah, but you guys are lazy.
Are you crazy?
Eat a dick."
Yeah, exactly.
I have
Right.
no incentive
Fuck
to
off.
be. When there's no incentive to work,
Yeah.
You don't work.
then you don't work.
What's the point?
That's what humans are
That's human.
incentive based. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if everything flipped and was like, yo, you have the opportunity of like everybody right now, you have the opportunity to work a 9 to 5 job, which is not like any job, and you could save enough money to own a home,
Everybody would
and
do it.
raise a family, and pay for your groceries, and have a little bit money left over. You might not be able to fucking go on vacation every fucking year. You know what I mean? But you'll be comfortable. You'll be fucking chilling.
Most
doing your
people will
thing.
take it.
Most people would do it.
Yeah,
Most
of
people are like,
course.
all right, fuck
100%.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Tell me what to do.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
fucking-
But when you're a 25-year-old kid, a 23-year-old kid, you just, say you made the bad decision to go to fucking college and spend too much money, which is a bad decision, unless you have a very clear path on what you want to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
You're getting that, and you're fucked. You're fucked.
Completely.
You can't afford a fucking apartment with
ever
you and your
wonder-
fucking boys.
You ever wonder why there's no hacker that's like for the people? Like hackers are just so selfish.
Yeah.
It's like Fight Club. Remember Fight Club? Can we just do that?
Yo, dead ass. Real.
I'm serious though. Like
No, you're
you got
right.
these hackers, right? That'll be like, all right, I'll give you your customers' data back for $100,000.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you clear all these customers' debt for nothing?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
hack
Right. Yeah. Right.
Timestamp.
fucking jerk offs. Thanks. You really helped us.
Seriously though, like
Yeah, that should be a hacker for
even
the
companies, like let's not get away from that shit. Corporations, right? You're throwing us parties. You're not giving us any money. You're throwing us parties that you can fucking write off. You're
Right.
giving us awards that you can fucking write off. Like, fuck you. Like
Yeah.
we're broke. We're fucking starving. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? While you guys are eating more, their fucking profit percentage is way up, and we're fucking. You know what I mean? We're dying. Like, it's fucking sad, man.
You're hacking casinos.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, what are you? Come on, asshole.
Exactly.
I get it. You're out for yourself, but be out for us too, motherfucker.
Right.
Hack
Right.
Equifax.
Yeah.
Clear
know what I mean?
everybody's shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
For real. Like, fuck.
I had some jerk off try to fucking steal my identity not too long ago.
It happened to Jess not too long ago.
They fuck. I'm telling you right now, get get something like whatever.
I have
LifeLock.
LifeLock. Yeah, I
whatever.
have
gotta
It's
get
$100 a year, dude. Is the best thing. I got like
We have
between,
LifeLock, yeah.
Capital One and LifeLock.
Yeah.
I got like 3 alerts being like, "Yo, did you open this account up?"
Yeah.
Dude, it was under Barclays. So I actually called Barclays right away. I was like, "Hey, someone tried to open it up." They're like, "All right, give me your info." Blah blah blah. They're like, "Yeah, you applied for a Barclays like Sky Miles card."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
nope.
like, "Yeah, that's not me."
Not
I'm
it.
like, "Okay, cool. Throw it in the fraud. Done." That was it.
That's it. They throw it to the fraud department.
Yep.
Doesn't cost them anything. Yeah, we've had LifeLock for
I
years
gotta
now.
get that. Yeah.
Then
You have to, dude.
I was
You
on
have to
vacation.
now. Because
Yeah.
now your shit is they're hacking fucking the ShopRite rewards cards and fucking grabbing your fucking information and shit like that. No, I'm just saying like little
Nah, but
little
it's-
stupid
nah.
shit that's easy, like you said, low bearing fruit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're grabbing that shit and grabbing your information. That's where it starts.
Yeah. And you know, the more advanced shit gets, the easier they'll be able to get our
Exactly. Like listen, hackers, give us a shot. Fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Watch Fight Club.
watch Fight Club.
Stop being
Learn.
pussies.
You don't have to kill the buildings and kill everybody.
Yeah.
in it.
Right.
You don't have to blow up buildings, dude. You can just hack them.
You could do it from your mom's den.
The den.
These guys are fucking hacking fucking hotel room keys and shit instead.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Fuck are you doing?
Like, yeah,
for
make this
ransom.
shit.
Make this shit worthwhile.
That's what I'm saying. Do something for humanity.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing how vulnerable that they all were, though.
Huh?
Like how intertwined everything is.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Like we realized when we were at work. I'm like, the fuck is going on here? I'm like, dude, the machines,
Yeah.
everything is like that intertwined.
We're so dependent on.
That's why we're
fucking-
fucked if
you know what I
anything
mean?
ever happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just keeps crying about like I want an electric car. I'm like, yeah, till the grid goes down, and we have 5 gallon gas tanks for that we don't need. Right.
Right.
Get the fuck out of
I want a
here.
CJ7. That's what I want. That's it. Give me a Jeep CJ, man. Like a fucking
you go.
carbureted engine with no computer.
There you go.
Fuck all you pussies.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm like jumping over you guys. Like,
I'm out.
Fuck your EMP, bitch. I still
Yep.
got my car.
Yeah. Like what?
I don't even need a battery to get that motherfucker started. I can just fucking push it down the road.
I don't
and press the
understand.
Yeah,
clutch.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, if these kids are like, 20-year-old hackers, and you see your generation fucking struggling,
yeah. Do for the people.
do it for them.
Do for the people, dude.
Fucking, you know what I mean?
Selfish
Our
pussies.
democracy is at stake.
Selfishhackers.com.
They killing me saying that shit.
What?
Like, they're saying like democracy is at stake if Trump wins. I'm like,
Bro.
do you guys not see what's been happening during this administration?
That's what I'm saying.
I can name you a few examples of our democracy being at stake. I can name the fact that number one, censorship and the attempt at censorship has never been higher.
Yeah, of course.
That's number one. That could be ruining a democracy. Number two, we don't have a fucking border apparently. So you got migrants coming in by the millions, taking. Now they're not even taking. We're just giving them shit.
Yeah.
Apparently in fucking New York, they're getting like 14, like a family of like 2, 3, or 4 getting like $1,400 a month and a place to stay, where the homeless rate is like 35%.
But how does that incentivize the Democratic Party?
So, yo,
Voted. They're trying to get them to be able to vote. That
I'm
was
gonna
the
send you something. We don't have to listen to this whole thing. It's the best breakdown, and I don't agree. I'm a guy who has learned to take the message from a messenger, even if I don't fuck with the messenger. But if their message happens to be good, I take it.
Yeah.
So fucking Dr. Umar, he has the best fucking breakdown of of Trump saying the whole black jobs thing.
Yeah.
That I've ever heard, like in defense of Trump. I
Really?
gotta say, yeah, I'm gonna send you that
That's
shit real
interesting.
quick.
You wouldn't think of that from coming from Dr.
You,
Umar.
you wouldn't, but bro, this shit he says.
I just want him to call me a white devil.
I want him to call me a white devil. Wait,
Thank you.
All right, let me send this to you.
It's just I don't know, man.
What are you sending to me in?
I'm gonna send it to your Instagram.
It's
Because
just
he was saying, because a couple people hit me up about, Trump saying that about the black jobs and shit, and I was explaining, listen, a lot of black people, we do have jobs that are on the lower end of the economic spectrum. We have a lot of those
Black
essential
jobs.
working jobs. Yeah. Like, and he's basically saying the migrants, they're trying to put the migrants here to take those jobs because they're trying to replace the black vote because they see that they're fucking losing it. They're trying to replace that vote with the migrants because how are you not, if you're fleeing your country and a certain government, being the Democrats, a certain side of the government is taking care of you and making sure you're good and your family, who the fuck are you going to continue to vote for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But bro, this shit, it's kind of long, so we can stop it after a couple minutes, but it's really powerful.
Let's go.
Let's see.
The bottom line is when Joe Biden got elected, he said he wanted to fast track 4 million undocumented residents to full citizenship. Black people completely ignored it. I spoke on it. I said, do you know why he want to fast track 4 million? Because he know he's not going to do nothing for us. We ain't going to be motivated to vote for him November. So what he's going to do is have these migrants already set up with citizenship so they can replace the black vote that he loses. The migrants are being put in our communities on purpose, New York and Chicago on purpose, because they are what? The two blackest cities in America. They're the two largest cities in America. They're the two most politically conscious black communities in America. So if we can wash out the black with the brown in New York, if we can wash out the black with the brown in Chicago, Philly don't stand a chance. Atlanta don't stand a chance. LA, Houston, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago don't stand a chance. The migrants are here for 3 reasons. Replace us at the polls, replace us at the low-end industry jobs, right? See, when Donald Trump said during the debate that Joe Biden is taking black jobs and giving them to migrants, he was correct. Although he didn't say it because he cared about us, but he's right. When people say, what do you mean by black jobs? Get out your bougie feelings and deal with
Ain't
the
wrong
reality.
about that.
1/3 of black men have a felony. So there's a lot of jobs they will never qualify for. They are mostly what? Essential workers, warehouse, trucking, security. And a lot of those jobs are going to who? The migrants. So that's what he meant by black jobs. We got to stop being so sensitive and look at the reality of it. I was reading a report the other day. They said the Latinos taking over the construction jobs. They taking them over.
I mean, they've been taking
and
over
the low
that.
industry work, like your gardening, your landscaping, completely taking it over. They're not the enemy. The problem is black people don't get as much opportunity. So then people say, well, you know, white people don't really like brown people like that. That's true. But you know what the difference is? They don't have the burden of accountability with them that they have with us. We built the country. So every time they look at us or deal with us, the bottom line is y'all brought them here and they built y'all into what y'all are. They don't have to say that to the Venezuelans. They don't have to say that to the Colombians. They don't have to say that to the Mexicans. So although they don't like brown, they will much rather deal with them than the black, because with the black, there is a white man's burden that you owe them restitution for 246 years of unpaid labor. Now let's look at what Eric Adams is doing over there in New York. A family of 4 is getting $1,400 a month. $1,400 a month. Do you know that that's more than what some of the veterans are getting with a child?
Jesus.
They're getting more money than veterans who served
Like,
in the military.
that's just gross.
Not only
That's
that,
gross.
they're
It
getting
is.
free food stamps, free child care, and permanent housing. Although New York City has a black homelessness rate no less than 35%. So you got black people who pay taxes living on the street, and you got migrants who ain't paid a single tax in their life eating and living better than the black people who built
Jesus
the country.
Christ.
If I was talking to Eric
Yeah,
Adams,
dude, it's
That's fucking crazy.
Egregious.
and this
Egregious.
is the shit that black people don't see, and I don't understand how we don't. I know how we don't see it though, because we always, just like everybody else, you want to believe what you already believe. Like you want to continue
But you
to
still,
believe
you,
what you
like
already
what
believe
you
is
always
right.
say, people are inherently good. So you don't want to think that they're that evil,
Yeah, but
where they
but
would turn their backs on their own people. But they
what-
do.
Once
No,
people,
it's
And-
time and time and time
Exactly,
again.
dude.
We
I
don't
mean,
learn. We don't learn,
Yeah,
though.
we really don't learn, dude. Like, if once we realize we're fucking expendable, all of us. Sorry.
Hurry up, Luke.
Once we realize that we're all expendable, people will start to be able to believe the evil shit.
Yeah.
We have to get that through our heads, though. Like, people aren't like you, like us, nice and have a heart and actually give a fuck about people. There's actually humans that aren't like that. They care about power and that's it. And whatever they have to do
To keep it.
continue it and continue having that power, they're going to do it. It don't matter if it costs you your life. They don't care.
They don't.
So if they see, so to bring it full circle, if the Democratic Party is starting to see black people kind of smarten up and say, oh shit, they really haven't fucking done anything for us for 70 years. You know what? I'm going to start looking elsewhere. I'm going to start looking at independents. I might even start looking at the Republican side. If they see that happening, they're going to do whatever they need to fucking do to remain in power, because who's going to vote for them at that point? It's not enough white liberals to vote. They need the black vote to get over the hump. Mm-hmm. And now they're seeing they're losing that group that's going to get them over the hump. Okay, let's let 30 million migrants in that we haven't background checked at all. And that could be anybody from anywhere. And let's take care of them, because maybe this might be at the cost of our own country.
Yeah, and
but
then
fuck it.
And then we demonize
Like-
Trump for wanting to close the borders. But that's what he means. It doesn't mean that people are taking, you know what I mean? Like,
Bro, people
like-
are too fucking sensitive.
Yes.
Dude. Like, it's supposed to, a country has fucking borders for a reason.
Yeah.
every
houses
country,
have doors, bro.
every country
Like,
has borders for a reason.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
The fuck makes us different?
it's the same thing with your.
Give us your
with
tired-
With
fuck
your,
that.
With your house.
I want your tired ass.
No, we don't want your
tired-ass
fucking tired. Bring us your besters. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, we
That
don't need
ass.
any more. We don't
Bring
need
us
any
the
more.
best motherfuckers here, or fuck
Yeah,
off.
we need the geniuses.
That's
we need
it.
the fucking people who are
Innovators.
Fucking,
That's
yes.
it, bro.
exactly.
I don't want a motherfucker who's just got nothing to offer. I don't give a fuck if you coming from Africa, you coming from fucking, if you're coming from any of the Central American, if you're coming from any human being, if you're not adding to here, fuck off. We got enough fucking problems here.
Yeah, we're no lazy
fuck that
motherfuckers.
color shit, bro. Fuck 'em, fuck everybody. This motherfucker's here, bro. The shit I hear from my boy that works for ICE, it's way more disturbing than we hear. The shit that they're doing down there at the border, how they're letting people in, and how they're just flying random known gang members, motherfuckers with like known like,
Gang
there's certain
tats.
yeah, they just fuck it, just like I don't know how we're still what we are, bro. Like I think we're just on a ticking. I don't want to say a ticking time bomb, but like
We really are,
to
though.
not even explode, to implode on ourselves. Mm-hmm. This shit is crazy, bro.
That's exactly what's happening. We're gonna implode, but that's what happens when we start to fight within ourselves.
That's it, man.
Like it's so.
I don't know how we put like a cap on this shit. At least like I don't know if it's possible to just reverse everything. I don't know if we're too far gone for that already, but we need to at least
slow it down.
slow it down. Start there,
Yeah.
because it's scary, man. It's not even, it's
shit
past
show, man.
disturbing now, and now it's actually frightening. Like,
Scary. Yeah.
imagine people like you just having people that you have no idea just come into your house, like
Yeah.
24 hours a day, and you just putting them different places. And you don't know, it could be, listen. The law of averages says you're going to have pedophiles, you're going to have rapists, you're going to have great people, you're going to have sweet people, awesome
gonna have-
people,
yeah.
you're going to have
Murderers, you're gonna
a
have
whole
fucking-
gambit.
This
You
is
know
the whole
what I mean?
point of vetting. This is the whole point of actual immigration.
Yeah.
the
You know?
actual
this
process.
is what the whole process
Right.
of and listen, it is not efficient because it's ran by the government.
Well,
You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, it's not efficient because of that. But it's the only, you have to have some kind of system. And whether you want to privatize it and all that bullshit, that's a whole other argument, and I get that. But is it more, you have to have something. You can't have just nothing.
Yeah.
Because this is what happens.
yeah.
You
can't-
start spending our tax dollars on everyone but us.
Yeah.
When's the last time you got some kind of like actual tax, like something that actually
Relief.
helps
Some
you?
kind of relief. None.
Right.
Besides during the
Yeah. I
pandemic.
can't remember.
Right.
that
Besides
fucking-
the pandemic, right?
Yeah, but that ended up being worse for
And I
us.
was about to say that.
You
This
know
is
what I
the
mean?
whole point.
It fixed us for a
Yeah.
couple months, and then
Right.
we were fucked.
Trillions in debt.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Printed trillions of dollars.
Look at that. Everybody who furloughed their mortgage has this big ass balloon payment at the end. Like, where are you gonna come up with fucking 60 grand?
So that's it's kind of funny because like that whole thing I talk about it all the time because we did the same. We did it.
Yeah,
You know,
we
'cause
did it.
We were all. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, they're offering a furlough.
why
Like,
wouldn't you?
All right, so
Right.
you have to come up with 40 grand
At the end.
at the end. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, fuck that. Right, right.
And you're not going to take my house. So
Yeah.
it's going to get structured into some kind of other payment
I
where they
understand.
where they tack interest on.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to be like, we're gonna take your house. I'm like, oh, word. Really love to see that.
Come get it.
Yeah,
Come get it,
really
motherfucker.
love to see that.
No, but that's what I mean. Like it's like what happens then? Like when all this shit comes to fruition, when you fucking all right, you furloughed your shit, you're fucking, you know what I mean? Because
all they really did was make it. They made it this thing that's this fake thing where they're like, oh, we're doing you a favor.
yeah,
We're doing this is the favor we're doing you.
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna furlough your mortgage. Right. And really, what's gonna end up happening is at the end of your mortgage.
you're gonna have to file for another mortgage.
Yes.
So instead of 30
helping
years,
the banks out.
you have a fucking 45 fucking year
Yeah.
mortgage.
Unless
And
you
the
have
thing
that
is-
40 grand laying around.
No, because
or
the-
that 60
and
grand
then
laying
at the,
around.
and then at the front end too, because that's when they get their mortgage. They get their interest in the first 10 years.
yeah.
That's why
Right.
almost nothing goes to your principal.
Yeah.
So when you when you finish paying off your house in 30 years and you
all
have this
set up.
60 grand and our interest rates are fucking out of control, like now you have a mortgage with 8.9% fucking financing. And then you're right back in the fucking hole. And you got to work for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because God knows if we're going to have Social Security when we fucking retire.
No, we won't. It's gone.
There's no money.
Well, that's another thing they're talking about privatizing is Medicare and Social Security. And it's funny because I find it like all the liberals are like, that's just fucking insane. I'm like, is it that insane?
Yeah.
Because it's really doing great right now. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Right.
Is it that insane? I'm like, you got to do something.
Yeah.
So what is it? What is your? Well, I want to know what your
Yeah, what's your
solution
idea?
is.
They never
right.
have one. They just
Yeah,
have
it's
they
like,
just have the
oh,
complaints.
Well, Trump said he wants to do it, so Project 2025. And
That's how retarded they are, and they're not even
Shut
retarded.
up.
They're so emotionally
yeah,
controlled. They're so controlled by their own emotions that if somebody
a cult.
somebody
It's a fucking
that
cult.
they don't agree with presents an option that actually makes sense that they agree with, they'll shit on it.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys are fucking retarded. It doesn't matter if the person that presented it you like is if it's going to be for the betterment of the country, we're going to fuck with it. Like,
Yeah, well,
but no,
it's-
they're like, no.
A lot of our citizens are dependent instead of being fucking like proactive in their like retirement and
Yeah.
things like that. You're depending on this government taking care of you, which this government doesn't fucking care, and they give you example out of example out of example after example that they don't give a fuck, and you're still not willing
Right.
to start to take care of yourself.
Yeah, and then you're surprised too. that
And
they're
then you're
like,
surprised.
I can't believe that they
I
would
can't
do
believe
that.
that they would do that. What the fuck, dude? They've
been
been
doing it
doing
for hundreds of years.
all kinds of shit to you, and you fucking be like, okay.
Dude, I think
And now it's time for you to retire, and you can't.
yeah.
America's gonna have to go through some shit. I think. I know we.
That's
said
the
this
only
before,
way.
because like we have to have something.
Huge.
God, I don't want to say it because
it has to be something
we're all
catastrophic.
going to suffer. All
Yeah.
of us are going to suffer from this shit, and who knows how bad it will be. But like for the future and our kids and shit to live in a place that's somewhat similar to this,
Yeah, we're gonna have to have
we're going to have a learning process
or a
which-
fucked up reset.
and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because the only way we apparently learn is if we have something horrifying happen that we never think could.
Yeah.
Like all that shit that people think, oh, it wouldn't happen here. All of it needs to happen here. I don't want it to happen, but we've proved that nothing else makes us believe that it could be real. Like we get chance after chance after chance. We live beautifully. We have all these things. We see the examples of the government fucking us over, and we're still able to live pretty comfortably. And it's like, guys, it's like God saying like to the population, like, look, like I keep giving you fucking opportunities here. I'm showing you that these people don't give a fuck about you. Go for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, do everything and try to support yourself, whatever that looks like. And then we just don't, and we just think, oh no, we'll be fine. Government will be there. Oh, Social Security, or this or that. Like, oh, Medicaid. I don't know how else we learn unless we just get fucking destroyed and
That's-
then build it back up.
So yeah, that's the only.
Like, I really hope it doesn't happen, but I don't know any other. I can't think of any other.
Yeah, we're not
method.
gonna learn unless we have some real world tragic
Right.
fucking
Where people are like, oh my god,
consequences.
like we're really in it.
Yeah,
Oh my god, like, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, how do you know what it's? I was watching
I hate
fucking.
that I even said that shit.
We didn't talk about the debate too much, but we have time,
Keep
right?
talking, I get pissed.
Ah, you motherfucker!
That's
Gotta go.
fine.
I'll wait for you.
Yeah,
I'll wait
we're
for
good.
you.
I'll wait for you.
Fuck amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
He's like, I have to pee. 2 beers.
Turn his Sanooks into slippers, I see.
too lazy to put the back on.
Right.
But what I was trying to say was, I forgot what I was trying to say. But what I was trying to say was, we didn't talk about the debate too much. But remember that movie with Chris Rock, Head of State, with Chris Rock and Bernie Mac?
Yes. Yes.
The debate was exactly like their
Like
debate.
their-
Remember where they
my
just
God.
did, where for like 3 minutes they were like, I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? That's exactly what happened.
They really did do that.
They
really
did
went
it.
back and forth with each other.
The same shit. I didn't do that. You did that. I didn't do that. You did that. You know what I mean? It was so
Dude, imagine being foreign and
fucking
watching that.
That's what I said. That was my next fucking point. It was so fucking embarrassing to be like, these are our two choices.
I would be in such shock if I was like from somewhere else and I'm like, if I wasn't familiar with America, you know, for whatever reason, and I was watching it, say I'm from somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, if you
or
were
whatever,
objectively watching this debate.
and somebody told me, these two guys are the nominees for the president of this country, which is the most powerful, most wealthy, most influential country that's ever existed. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. These guys? That's who's going to be one of them?
Dude, they represent no one.
Right.
Who thinks like these two motherfuckers?
Bro, which is crazy is a lot of people.
Who? Like
A
who?
lot of people, bro.
The
They
people
got mad
that only have
supporters.
10 more years of life left. Like, I seriously though, like, it's you're catering to people that are like you said, they were like, oh, it was great in the 50s. Well, I don't know what the
Yeah.
fucking 50s were like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember that time.
Right.
Like, I want now and
Yeah.
in the future.
And
You know what I mean? We were just talking about. Remember the Chris Rock movie, Head of State?
Yeah.
Remember with Bernie Mac? Remember when he did the debate with that dude, and they were just going, "I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?" That was the exact debate we just
they
had.
really did that.
And they really,
There's no way you're a 6 handicap.
Yeah.
yeah, they were
Talk about his golf
Lie.
game.
I don't
about
know.
his
I don't know
fucking
what
golf
he's
game.
talking about.
And Biden sounds like he's on death's door. He can't even
But
talk.
this is what I'm saying. Like, who do
We
these?
beat we beat Medicare.
Who's like that? Like, nobody's like these two. Like he was saying that imagine being objectively watching this, and these are the representatives of the most, powerful country in the fucking world or whatever.
It's idiocracy.
And you're like,
Right. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe that if you watched the
No.
debate and said, these are the two guys that are nominees to lead the country. And this is the country, the most powerful, wealthiest, fucking most influential country. You'd be like, there's no fucking way that those guys are the two.
It has electrolytes.
and that is it. That debate was awful. It was hard to watch. Like I was like,
Biden looked.
My mouth was open. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
yeah.
Biden looked the worst he's ever.
I was. People must have thought I was crazy in traffic because I was watching it at every moment I could.
Yeah.
So I was like not watching it, but listening to it in the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
car,
Just laughing.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
But Biden wasn't saying words a lot of the time. He just had words.
Dude, he called Zelensky fucking Putin.
well, that was at the NATO thing, right?
I'm just saying, like, he's
Well, he's gonna
constantly
continue.
fucking up.
He's going to continue. He's not going to get better.
No, he's gonna get worse.
getting
What do you
older
think?
and
What do you
worse.
think this guy's gonna be in 4 years? Like,
be dead,
please
probably.
defend.
Might not
let
Make
this
it.
man like
Let him retire. Let him
him-
fucking finish his
yeah,
life.
let
him
Fucking
relax.
calm. Yeah, like stop.
He shit himself at Normandy.
Who's hyping him up? Like, who's telling him, keep going? You need to keep this country going.
The face he
You're doing
made
a
when he
fucking
did that.
terrible job. Just get out.
Did you see that when he shit himself?
Crapped himself.
When he supposedly shit himself
Suppose-
at Normandy?
When he
Allegedly.
stopped,
He just stopped. Like,
he just stopped and he was like,
what else? Bro, what else is that? Like, that's like the same face that like my kids would make when they would shit in their pamphlet.
he's like, my same.
They just stop and just like look like.
I crapped.
And Jill's like, okay.
Let's walk you off.
That's gonna be a challenge for you, Scott.
Joe.
I'm want you to put on adult diapers and just keep walking through shit, like through a shitting. See if you can. You might have to stop.
Walk through a shitting.
Walk through a shitting.
Yeah, you can't walk in shit. That's.
I don't
weird.
think so.
No,
I,
he
don't,
just
I think
stopped.
it's.
That's why he stopped.
That's why he stopped. Exactly.
He had to get his shit off, literally.
But shots fired. But this
oh
is
my
this is
God.
he's what 83.
I hate that this
He's
is
83.
real. Yeah.
He's 83 years old.
It's crazy the difference in how Trump looks and sounds versus Biden.
That's
and
what I
they're only
mean.
like 2 years off or 3 years off, I think.
No, they're a
He
little-
also has like some dementia going on, like some cognitive.
Oh,
Who are we talking about?
Biden? Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I mean, dude, I knew a guy. Put it
We
this way.
show it. We forget fucking things all the
I get it.
time, and
I
we're
get it.
fucking in our 40s. They're fucking in the 80s. Like, dude,
He's
they do
78.
not. There's no way they remember what happened last week.
How was it?
78.
78, yeah.
Only
So
five
Trump's 70,
years,
5 years
younger,
apart.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a lot
You don't think
when
that's
you're
a
that
lot.
old.
No, but there's also like I'll
almost
tell you, man.
80.
There's obviously levels to it. Like I had me and my boy Gatto used to go out on a boat with our buddy Don, who passed away.
Yeah.
He was in his 80s and he was literally slalom skiing behind a fucking sport boat
See,
in
that's,
his 80s.
dude. There's
All
levels.
there,
There's levels.
driving the boat,
There's
fucking
levels.
having
There's
Coors Lights,
levels,
fucking
dude.
hanging out.
My wife sees
Yeah.
it. My wife sees it all the time. She works for a physical therapy office. She's like, there are some decrepit 60-year-olds.
Yeah.
And there are some fucking sprightly, all there 75-year-olds.
Dude.
Like, everybody's different. You have to acknowledge that this dude is declining. Like
Yes.
you said, he's not going to get better. The next 4 you can't with a straight face tell me that he can handle another 4 years of presidency. There's no
He
fucking
can't
way
handle
to defend
lunch
it.
on his own.
Dead ass.
You just see it dribbling down his fucking
Yeah,
face.
you imagine?
Saying. I've never seen this man eat.
Me neither.
I'm just saying, and I don't want to because I already know what it's gonna look like.
That's because he's a robot, dude. That's what
It's gonna look awful. He's gonna chewing his
if
mouth
he-
open.
And then people that say that, like, if he is a robot, why wouldn't they make the robot smarter?
Yeah.
Like, does the robot make
Yeah.
that many mistakes?
When they make
A retarded robot.
Retarded
Who developed that?
Tardbot.
Sorry.
Tardbot 2024.
Who's that? Bill Gates?
God.
It's a fucking
What a
shame.
woke robot.
Black Vikings. That's who should be our next president.
Hell yeah.
The Black Viking.
Black Viking.
The Black Viking.
The Black Viking. That's a good Instagram
Oh
fucking
my
tag,
God,
by the
That is
way.
a good one. I'm going to change mine.
Exactly.
Black Viking.
You start wearing blue contacts.
Ah, these should be black.
So wear blue contacts,
Should be
dye
Black
your beard
Nazi.
blonde.
Be the black Nazi.
The Black Nazi.
Black Nazi we already had with Dave Chappelle.
Black fascist.
You heard? With Dave Chappelle, we already had that. We gotta get
God.
Black
Yeah.
Black Viking.
Black Viking. Oh my God.
I'd be that
Hook you up.
that Puerto Rican Viking. You'd be that Armenian Viking. Gypsy Viking.
Keep going.
But keep going. I can't keep going. Puggle Viking. Fucking Samson.
Oh my God.
No, but it's like
Woke robots.
woke robots.
We
It's-
shouldn't have anybody fucking past 70 running the country.
No, there should be an
feel.
age limit.
Fuck it.
There
I
should
don't
be
give a fuck
term
how
limits
good
for
it is.
Congress. There should be. There's a lot of easy policy changes that these motherfuckers will never vote for.
Dude, the only one that was ever young got fucking assassinated.
Yeah, how old was he?
except for-
40.
Except for Barack.
JFK?
Barack was 46,
Barack
right?
was the only other one that did.
46?
He was like in his 40s still.
46 when he got in office?
he was in
Came
his
out looking
40s.
like he was 86.
Oh my God.
Dude, he had a rough fucking 8 years.
I couldn't imagine having that.
He killed a lot of people. Just saying.
They all do.
Just saying.
They all do.
It weighs on a man.
Dude. Yeah, he's responsible
All
for a
those
lot
body,
of
all
shit.
that blood.
Responsible with a lot of shit.
Lots of bodies.
But was still always there, always courteous, always fucking, you know what I mean? He was very classy.
He was a class.
No, yeah, definitely.
He represented
So
the United
well-spoken.
States very well.
yeah, I never seen.
But he also implemented a lot of shit that really sucks.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Obamacare, all that shit like that. That was like fucking handout to fucking pharmaceutical companies and fucking insurance companies.
well, you know,
You
the
know,
bailout,
fucked us.
the bailout, that he
bailout,
did, and all
bailout,
that shit,
yep.
you know what I mean?
drone strikes. And
Yep.
shit.
Yeah, he
Ugh.
he talked well.
Like Patrice O'Neill, he was like, if white people would stop shitting on Barack, he's like, we will catch up to y'all. And he's like, I'm on the same side as you, but shit, you ain't allowed to make fun of him. He's like, I'm allowed to make fun of him. You can't make fun of him yet. He's like, I'll be with you if you shut the fuck up about it. And he goes, because we're looking at Barack like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? He's like, black people don't want to be against him, but since white people are against him, we can't be against them too.
Right.
So
Yeah,
sad.
man.
That's
It
the
is
reality
fucked
of
up.
it, though.
Yeah.
And that right there sums up everything.
Of course.
That
That's what
does.
he's talking about. That's why I love comedians.
Dude, they have their finger on the pulse
Yep.
and they fucking know
They break it down
exactly.
so simply because that's 100% the
That's
truth.
so. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
It is. It's like even if you feel the same way, I can't agree with you because you're.
Yeah.
fuck,
I can't
man.
align with you.
I don't understand it. Like when we're like, well, everybody's hating on Bill Maher lately, but when Bill
He's
Maher
acting
was,
like a
I was
fucking
talking to,
bitch.
Yeah, he's being a
but when we were
fucking
talking
pussy.
about the conversation you had with Tulsi Gabbard,
Gabbard.
What's her
Gabbard.
name? What's her name?
Tulsi Gabbard.
Gabbard.
I don't know. Fuck that. I hate all these people anyway. I hate all these politicians. Tulsi Gabbard.
DeBarge.
Keep it at Gabbard.
El DeBarge. Yeah, fuck
El
it.
DeBarge.
I could say it however I want.
You can.
She's going to say Willie Torres
She's going to say Willie Torres.
when we meet. She'll be on the podcast soon.
Tulsi Gabbard's kind of hot.
Tulsi Gabbard is a gangster though, like
I know.
fucking
I just wanted to say
CrossFitter, fucking.
Yeah,
I love the
that's hot.
fucking rogue white streak in her hair.
It's hot. It's all hot.
Yeah, she's.
Didn't that happen from, that was from war, right?
Who cares?
She went to war, she got
sexy.
that?
It is. She's
That's like a
fucking-
scar on your hair.
She's fire.
It's like character, dude.
Bring that Hawaiian ass over here.
she's dude, like you
Nah,
know,
she's-
she's going through all those like all those physical fucking things. Like, I love that.
You know what I didn't like? The first thing I saw from her that I didn't like? When the Israel-Palestine conflict shit started, she was like instantly hardcore all the way Israel. Like heavy on it. I was like, damn, bitch, like really? Like you don't see anything from the other side? It was weird. I was like looking like her social media posts were like, I mean, it was like super, super heavy.
Well, she's a politician, and if you're against Israel, your
I
fucking
know,
political
that-
career goes.
But that's what she built her following on, though. Like not being a part of the fray. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was like, and seeing her.
But that's also her no nonsense personality too.
Yeah, I guess
That's- she was a Marine, right?
She was. What the fuck was she? Was she?
I think she was a Marine.
She was in the service.
Yeah.
but I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure she was a Marine.
Maybe it was a
I
Marine.
don't think she's Marine.
What was she?
Yeah,
Look it up,
let's
motherfucker.
Let's look it up.
But
Look it
anyway.
up, motherfucker.
When he told her when she said that the current administration is turning the country into banana republic.
Yeah,
Army Reserve officer.
Oh really? She was in the army?
Yep.
yeah.
Well, I didn't know. I stand corrected. Still hot.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I was I thought she was Army,
but he was like, he goes, I feel like the right does the same thing, and he was like, we're more alike than we are different, and why can't we? And she, I think she said that we were just fighting over the little, you know what I mean? We're discussing semantics right
Right.
now. You know what I mean? Because you're like that guy that you put on, right? We're supposed to be like liberals, supposed to be this understanding, fucking loving group.
yeah.
But you're glad that some firefighter lost his life because he attended a rally
Totally,
at the opposing fucking party. Like, are you fucking
So
crazy?
So basically, what that is saying, what he's saying in so many words, is I'm cool with any opposing party, anybody that supports an opposing party dying.
Yeah.
That's literally what he's saying. I don't care if anybody that's not with us dies. What the fuck, bro? Like, how can you sit there and claim that you're a part of a party that's caring and shit when you say shit like that?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you want me to
It's-
care about like trans rights and
Yeah, bro.
all this
like,
fucking other woke shit. You want me to care about all the feelings
of 0.001% of the
of
population.
all this shit, but you're gonna say something like that?
that's the wildest shit I heard in a long time.
This is
from
what I
somebody.
mean. You're
You don't care. You don't actually care about anything.
no.
You don't care.
Yeah, at least he's. I guess
You
he's-
care about
he's
wanting to be
honest.
right when you're fucking 100% wrong. You're not understanding. You're not
No,
fucking compassionate.
Yeah,
And he's not. Honestly, man, if you listen to this dude, like you listen to the debates this guy goes into, he is very well versed in like statistics and a lot
He
of stuff
is.
like that.
He is.
But when he gets challenged,
he gets all.
he gets flustered.
Does he
I
cower?
was about to say he turns into a bitch.
You know, because
Emotions.
he actually had a very good debate.
Well, the
with-
thing is, you say like these people learn everything about their thoughts. Like you're only watching Fox News. You're only watching those right wing or left wing,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
CNN,
Yeah,
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So you're not.
You're not
if
challenging
you're
your own
if
thoughts
you're
at
if
all.
yeah if you're a liberal, you should be watching Fox News like a hawk,
Just fucking yeah. Everybody
and
echo-
vice versa.
just stay
Because
in
you
the echo
need
chamber.
to. There's things you're gonna find so many things that you agree with.
yeah, you need to hear people's
I mean?
other people's opinions.
Yeah,
Right.
and like just like I was telling you about the old shit about you know, the Daily Show always has those correspondents and those Trump
Yeah.
rallies and stuff, right?
Yeah.
He got almost all those Republicans to say they were pro-choice. Almost all of them that
Wait,
attended.
who did?
I think I don't know if it was
Klepper?
Jordan Klepper or it was one of the correspondents.
Okay.
But basically, it was when Sarah Palin's daughter was pregnant. Remember, she was
Okay.
like a teen
Oh, yeah,
pregnant.
yeah,
she was
that's
teen,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Well, that's between her and her family." And they were like,
Yeah.
"So it's he's like, what's that thing when you
Yeah,
have
choice.
when you have two things and you have to pick one?" And they're like,
Yeah.
"Choices." Yes, it's her choice, right?
Yeah,
They're like, "Yeah."
yeah.
So it was like it was funny, but
Right.
that's what I'm saying. You can't see it like that. Like you can't see that this girl has the choice to keep that kid, and then another one not have the choice. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
It's not a choice. You're telling me that she has a choice to keep it,
Right.
but you want to take the choice to not keep it away. It's got to be both ways.
No, it is.
No one wants it. And that's the thing. It's like no one
They wanna
ever.
agree.
They want it one way and not the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you
Right.
start taking people's rights away,
Yeah.
then someone's going to take your rights away. That's
Exactly.
all it really comes down
It
to.
starts to you whittling that fucking
Yeah.
piece of fucking
You're
wood,
giving
man.
power to people to be able to fucking take your rights away.
Yeah. And then
And whether
gonna
you-
give them back, fuckers.
They'll never give them back.
No.
They never do.
No.
No.
Which
and
is why, like, that's like,
I'm getting
it's
so sick of this.
I always feel like people don't fight when it doesn't affect them. Right? Like
Correct.
let's say if you're
That's 100%.
if they're trying to take that choice away, and you're 60 you're a 60-year-old woman,
Yeah.
you probably don't give a fuck.
Right.
Because it doesn't affect you, which is wrong.
It is wrong.
That's when you should give a fuck. You know what I mean? When you should give a fuck about other people's shit. Like things happen in our job with our union, right? And they write things into these contracts, and since it doesn't affect, 40% of us,
Yeah.
we don't question
Like,
it.
fuck it.
When
Yeah,
it
yeah,
does, then we're like upset. And we're like, it's in the contract, but you didn't
Yeah.
see it happening to you, and now you're fucking pissed.
That's a very
But they put it in the contract,
valid point.
right? But it comes with such a selfishness of, I don't know. if
everyone's
that's-
everyone. When it really comes down to it, everyone's looking out for themselves.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Because no one's taking care of you. Like
No.
everyone has to rely on at some point.
On
most
themselves.
most adults have to take care of themselves.
Most.
Let's be
most.
fucking real. Most adults have to take care of themselves.
We all have that one guy in our family that doesn't take care of us.
But we have multiple.
But that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And people are always going to vote in their interest.
Best interest, yeah.
Yes. But it's funny to me that a lot of people really, they don't vote on things that really are in their best interest at all. They vote on hot topic issues.
Yes, that's
rather
what I'm
than
saying.
actual, like looking into,
Not crazy.
because if you brought up, all right, so perfect example. Like if you walked up to a fucking like an 18, like 20-year-old kid, right, who's like fucking rah fucking Democrat, or a 20-year-old kid who's rah fucking Republican. If you were like, okay, explain to me your candidate's foreign policy,
They can't.
they'd be like, huh?
I can't. They can't. You know what I'm
They would
saying?
look at you like you're fucking insane.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, okay, where do they stand on abortion?
They know.
fucking-
They know immediately.
boom.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Everyone focuses on hot button issues that fucking don't matter.
Yeah. I was about to say
Like you
that.
said, it's semantics.
Yeah.
You start to fucking argue over these little fucking things, and they become important to you when it, I don't know,
Well, because the media will,
make you feel that way.
right, they will prop these topics up, and what happens is they prop the shit up so much and put so much faux seriousness behind it that you start to believe, oh shit, this shit really is that serious, and you stop being able to use your own brain and think about, oh wait a minute, how much is this going to affect the country and people in it versus the foreign policy, like you said, of a candidate. And that's what happens. Like people stop being able to use their own brain. They think like a Democrat or a Republican instead of thinking like an individual
Human being.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. The media is fucking most powerful thing in the fucking world, dude.
Dude, look what it does in the most basic of levels. Like you hear a certain liquor in a song, and you start to you're all of a sudden we're at the bar and we're like getting constant requests for
Yeah.
the shit that we've never fucking really never took off like that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
How many people are asking for whiskey neat now? Because that's
Yeah, you don't even like it.
I'll take my whiskey neat.
You don't even like it.
The
You
fuck
can't even
up.
fucking drink that shit like that.
No,
But
it's just
because you
fucking
hear it-
terrible. But
Yeah.
you hear it, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, okay, that's what I like.
And
They're telling me what I like, so that's what I like.
Yeah, exactly.
Media. So yeah.
And it's more. It's never been more powerful. It's never been more influential.
more
It's
in-
never-
It's 24 hours now,
It's
constant
24
access
hours.
to
It's
it.
constant access. It learns from you.
dude.
I don't know. It's just
It would be nice to like it go back to where it wasn't a 24-hour news cycle, because you at least people could actually use their brains, their own brains more. Where maybe if you're seeing the 6 o'clock news, or maybe the 11, and that's it, or maybe you read a newspaper instead of, because this thing fucking takes over your head, dude. Like that shit happens to me. I'm actively addicted to Instagram right now. I'll tell you, I spend hours.
that's
on
why I
that
took
shit.
off
I'm
the
like,
month.
I
I
gotta
took off the
fucking
month with
stop
us.
This shit,
We
dude.
promised not to post, but I want to post this shit tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking put it on my
I
phone.
mean, this is
put it on the
this
hard
is-
drive for
this
you.
is
but-
different, but yeah.
Well,
But
you have to become good at critically thinking. Like you have to be able
Yes.
to
Right.
discern things in a way where you need to be able to sift through the bullshit
yeah,
on your own.
Right.
'Cause you're gonna be fed a lot of bullshit.
Yes.
So you need to sift through it.
That's
you
right.
need to understand, like, all right, what is this fucking guy? Okay, this guy's telling me this, but what has he put on any kind of fucking weird shit where it's like kind of really kind of radical stuff? All right,
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna get some stuff from over here. And like even when I said the whole thing about like foreign policy and stuff like that, like that's a super broad question.
right.
It is.
You know, it's a pretty
it is.
broad. Like, and if they, so someone like I said, like if someone asked me that, I'd be like, so, what do you mean, like foreign policy? Like how?
Like
Yeah, yeah,
immigration.
yeah, yeah.
What are we talking about?
Immigration.
Right.
What are we talking about foreign policy? Like,
Yeah,
give me
exactly.
what aspect? of foreign
Tariffs.
policy?
Right.
Like, it
Yes.
could be
Like you said,
anything.
it's
know?
so broad,
But they
right.
wouldn't even be able to say that. They'd be like, "What do you mean?"
yeah.
Yeah,
They'd be like,
they wouldn't
"Huh?"
even. They wouldn't be able to break it down. They wouldn't.
No.
Even be,
Yeah.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
They wouldn't understand how broad that is.
Right.
You know.
They would,
So
they would just have nothing.
It's a shame.
For it,
It's
yeah.
a shame, and there's a lot of regurgitation of just shit that you hear that sounds good.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just fucking say it, and you're like, did you even really check that out? You know what I mean? Like, did you
Right.
even really fucking do any kind of research on this topic and fucking like
Yeah.
form your own opinion?
No, they just spit out what was told to them.
They spit out what
And I
was
think, do we all do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
We all fucking do it.
100%.
We do.
Oh, I'm guilty. Fucking
Yeah.
We all do.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Here-
Because it sounds right to you.
Yep.
Well, the problem comes in is when you are repeating talking points, but two things: you're repeating talking points, and you don't even know if you agree with them. You're just saying it because your side said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also that you don't have any of your own thoughts about what you just saw. Like, it's okay to repeat something if you then ran it through your own head and say, okay, I think that actually makes sense. Then it's fine. But if you just hear it and you don't even think it through, you just hear it and you're like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. It's like, did you even use your brain though? Did you have a well-functioning brain that can hopefully sift through and critically think? But that's the problem. I think now, especially a lot of the younger generation, they can't do that.
I think a lot of it comes from them not knowing themselves yet.
That's a good.
When you don't
that's
know,
solid.
when
That's
you
a
don't
good
know
point.
yourself, you're saying things that you're gonna backtrack.
That's super
later,
valid.
and do you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like you
very
don't-
valid.
like that's why I always say, like we always say we love comedians because those motherfuckers know themselves. They die on crazy hills. Like they know themselves so
Very
well.
self-aware, right,
Whether it's
right.
bad, good, like shitty,
Yeah.
like like they're I haven't watched it yet, but they're talking about that Louis C.K. documentary where it makes him look fucking awful.
Okay.
But he knows it. And he doesn't apologize for it. And as fucking terrible or fucking I'm trying to look for a fucking word like I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but as much as it makes him look bad or it makes him seem like this fucking horrible person
Yeah.
or this creep, he's like that. It's just he can admit something about himself that most people can't.
Right. Most
You know
people
what I'm saying?
be embarrassed too.
Most people wouldn't be
or-
embarrassed too. He's like,
Yeah.
remember he says it as a joke. He's like, he goes, and I know you guys want to talk about the Me Too stuff that happened to me or whatever. He goes, this is the only thing I can say. He goes, I like to jerk off, but I don't like to be alone.
Dude,
It's
how,
it's
how
weird.
real is that though?
But and it's
Like-
as
As
as awful as it sounds and as terrible as it sounds, he
So I don't know a whole lot about what I know. He liked to jerk off
Me
in front of
neither.
chicks.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
So, but did he force
no,
them?
that's the thing.
There
he
you
told
go.
them he's in his
That's
he's in
all
his
the
own
difference then.
Yeah, but he admitted that he held power over them,
Okay.
but never used that.
Okay.
He's never like, if you leave the room, I'm gonna fuck. You're never gonna work with me again.
Right.
It was
what he
their
said.
perceptions of his power.
Okay.
Okay.
And yes, he might have wielded that power, but he never used it. That like I said, I don't know, but
Yeah.
that's what he
Yeah.
supposedly said or whatever. That
Okay.
he never used it against them. You know what I mean? But he was like, I'm in my own fucking room. I'm gonna jerk off now. And they were like, haha.
And then he started doing it, and they're like, "Oh!"
And then he
shit.
whips his dick out, and you're like,
And they're probably like stuck, like, But he said,
and
he
I get
told you he
it,
was gonna do
and I
it.
get it. Like nobody should fucking do that shit. But it's like,
Isn't
I
it
mean-
kind of fucking amazing though? Because you think about like only women would fucking find that like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't leave.
Right,
Like,
because if it was flipped,
if one of
Come
our
on.
fucking managers was like, I'm gonna jerk off, like say whatever. So,
Exactly.
say a woman manager we had, right? anyone, right? Say anyone like started being like, yo, I'm gonna do this in front
like,
of you.
I'd be like, get the
I'd be
fuck out of here. And then
shut
she
the fuck up. I start
and
doing
then
it.
she
Like,
I'd be like this.
Jesus Christ, I gotta go.
yeah,
You know
you
what I
would
mean? Like,
leave.
you know what I
You would
mean?
leave immediately. Exactly.
And that would be it.
Like again, Chappelle had a joke about that. About he's like R. Kelly's. He's like he's pissing on you, right? He goes, if R. Kelly whipped out his dick and started pissing on you, you're like, oh my god, what's happening? How do I feel about this? You just move. You wouldn't think about it. If you liked it, you stay there. If you just move.
You just move.
Just leave.
Fuck. The
Just
girl,
leave.
the girl that he said it to, he's like he was talking to on the phone and he's about to jerk off. Hang up. She stayed on the phone while he jerked off.
Yeah.
And it's his fault. When he's 100%, like I said, as fucking, sexually degenerate
Yeah.
type it is,
Yeah.
he fucking warned you. He's in his own fucking area
Yeah.
and you want to fucking bitch about it because he's a fucking freak? Like,
Right.
at least he's telling you he's a fucking freak. I mean, I don't
I don't really feel bad for them
no.
because at any point you could have just been like, no,
I'm out. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
This is not for me.
I'm
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And because you thought that this would somehow harm your career,
Right, that's-
and decided to stay,
Yeah. Right. Because that's the
and
reason.
then bitch about it.
on you.
Bitch about it when it's like they took everything from that dude.
Yeah.
He lost like a fucking what was it, like $70 million in 1 year,
Ugh.
and took him forever to come back. His poor daughters like having to hear all that shit.
Ugh.
You know what I mean? Like nobody having the full story or whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
said, you don't feel bad for them. I don't feel bad for them either.
Yeah.
You made that decision to stay there.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I gather, like he didn't force anybody.
You
He
gotta
didn't fuck-
fucking leave, dude. You gotta go.
That's it. You just
gotta walk out of
move.
the room.
If you,
Dave
if that
Chappelle,
shit
you
starts-
just move.
that shit
If somebody starts
happening,
pissing on you, you move.
The Harvey Weinstein shit was a lot different because
Oh,
obviously,
yeah,
he was
that's-
being like, yo,
He
you gotta
used-
fucking
he
blow
was
me.
using.
That's yeah.
He was using his power.
That's horrifying what
Yes.
he was doing. Yeah.
He said I might have had power,
he
and
was
they
abusing that shit. He was
exactly.
But
Yeah.
still,
It's
I'm
not.
gonna
good.
fucking say. I'm gonna say. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
gonna say.
yeah, say it.
You made a decision to do that. You didn't have to do that.
No, it's
Right.
not a
you
good
were
look.
not raped.
He didn't rape you, right?
Exactly.
You were not
Right,
raped.
right.
You
You felt like-
chose to stay there
When
And
it was convenient, too.
Yes.
You waited fucking 10, 20 years to fucking come out with that shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
This motherfucker worked his whole life.
It is so, but yeah, I
Get
mean,
to where he
you're
was.
right. But at the same time, like, you imagine,
choice.
You imagine working your whole fucking life to get somewhere.
I
Right.
get it, man. Listen, I'm not saying it's not
You
a
know
hard
what I mean?
choice.
And something you
I'm
I'm
did.
not saying
it's
it's not
a
a hard
choice.
choice.
Yeah, but
it's still a
and
choice.
something when you did when you were fucking 23 when you
Yeah.
had nothing.
Yeah,
I'm not
You know
saying
what I
it's
mean?
not a hard choice.
right. It's still a choice.
I'm
You
just
break
saying
it down.
it's
still
still a
choice,
fucking choice.
Yeah.
right? Because
You were not forced.
right.
To
You
do
weren't
this.
held down.
No.
Yes,
But
you
nobody
made the
let you
choice,
down.
and
You
we're
made the
like,
choice.
I'm gonna do this because it's gonna be good for me.
Yeah.
You didn't do it because
Nah,
it was
yeah.
gonna be bad for you.
Yeah.
You
Because
know?
at the end of the day, like, okay, will all your hopes and dreams be gone potentially because of this guy's power if you don't do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like, how strong are your morals? You know what I mean?
That's it.
Like, it's like,
That was
That's
another Dave Chappelle. He was like, "How strong were your dreams?"
yo, right? Like,
He's
It's a valid question.
Some
It's
would say
fucked up.
you never really had a dream.
And I'm not saying I would have made a different choice.
right? It's still.
I'm not even saying that.
Right,
I don't
right.
know what I would have made at 20 in my 20s.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, I do a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, right.
circle jerk.
Let me see that dick. You never know. I don't know. I don't know.
But
Let me see that. Dick.
it's like it's
Doubt it.
crazy.
Still.
Yeah, it's
It's
Harvey
crazy to
Weinstein.
blame the unsuccess of your career
yeah.
on that.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he ruined my comedy career. Maybe you just weren't funny.
Maybe you suck.
Yeah. Maybe you weren't that good.
But there's a lot of things that that, like you said, if you're honest about it, you're not forcing anybody. You're fucking not that it's okay. It's still fucking weird.
You know how many bartenders I know got really good shifts,
But you
blowing managers? Oh, God. Back in the day.
Oh God.
back in the day.
Back in the day.
That's every day.
He's like now.
That's
It
every
happens
day.
right fucking now.
I'm just saying, in my
Facts.
experience at local bars.
But there's memes where girls like gloat about it. Like they don't fucking care.
Well, yeah, they
that's
don't
crazy.
care now because they're young, but they're gonna be 30 and be like, "Oh, me too." Hashtag.
Yeah.
That's the shit that happens.
My manager, you
It
open
works
the
for
door
you now. Now it doesn't work for you because
Yeah.
now you feel some way about it.
Yeah, now because you're
That's-
fucking,
Yeah.
You made bad
you
choices.
let yourself go a little bit. You're no Tulsi Gabbard.
Gabbard.
I love Gabbard.
I'm gonna say
Great,
Gabbard.
man.
Gabbard.
You should.
I'm gonna say Gabbard till she comes here and corrects
You
me.
meet her and it's like, oh, Tulsi Gabbard, so nice to meet you.
It's Gabbard. No, it's Gabbard.
But it's it's Gabbard, not
You
Gabbard.
correct her in her own name.
It's Gabbard.
Yeah, she has to correct me in person.
Come with it.
Come with it.
Dude, imagine she was down here on the show. That'd be
Dude, she'd be like, "You guys are really doing this in a basement?"
Yeah.
You're fucking right.
All the Secret Service agents be lined up.
Yeah, yeah.
And shit, just
Like, are
watching
you guys DEI
Just
hires
looking at
too?
us. Like, you guys have to look at us the whole time like this.
They had to stake out our whole. We would ask her nothing politically. We'd be like, what size shoe you wear?
Can you stop staring at me with that DEI look?
DEI.
You look like you were hired in DEI.
It's so
my
fucking funny,
God.
man. It's just.
How'd you get that streak in your hair? All random.
Were you scared when you were younger?
What got you in the CrossFit?
Remember that shit? Nightmare on
Okay,
Elm Street.
Rogue.
Remember Nightmare? Remember
yeah,
Nightmare on
okay,
Elm
Rogue.
Street?
Yeah.
When she woke up with that white streak.
Yeah.
She was so scared. That's fucking hilarious.
Scared in a dream.
How often do you surf?
She does, right? She does
know.
everything.
Yeah,
Surfs,
Hawaii.
it's CrossFit.
Hawaii.
Yeah, she's
From
fucking
Hawaii.
fire, bro. She
Guns.
does everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I hate it when people do that, like when they use like an accent. For
The
for things.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yeah, or like
Mozzarella.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst one when
It
they drop
was-
the vowel.
Well, it's funny because Italians
Fuck
don't
you
actually
guys.
say it like that.
When they drop the vowel, that's where you have a problem.
Yeah.
That's the
That's a
American.
mozzarella?
That's
It'd be
American.
all right.
Italian.
Mozzarella.
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 Right.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella. You fucking sound like a dipshit.
Yeah. Reggaeton.
Yeah. Like,
Fucking.
gabagool.
Yeah.
Gabagool.
That's the one. That one is insane. Yo,
Calamad.
gabagool is crazy though.
Gabagool. That's a fucking stretch.
That's the craziest
Right?
one.
What's the ham called?
It's like capicola.
Capicola. They're fucking putting G's in it.
Yeah, gabagool.
Gabagool. Oh my God. You sound
Fucking
like a
Italians, actually
fucking
from Italy, are
caveman.
like,
Like, dude, you ever go to Italy?
Caveman
Talk to
Italian.
them about North Jersey Italians. They go ham, dude. They
'em.
get so
Hate 'em.
mad.
Hate 'em.
They
I'm
found out I was
dying
from
to
New
go.
Jersey.
I'm dying to go to
They're
Europe.
like you can see like the eyes just opened up. They're like, you motherfucker. You know, like, dude, they hated it. I was like, you ever seen Jersey Shore?
oh god,
Yo, I wish I would have sent you this video, but I saw this video of it was like a 3D printer and it prints a hand like this, right? But they're like, you think he was done, it wasn't, and then they turned it like green, white, and red, and then they put it on like a swivel. It was like a car mount,
Bro.
fucking bobblehead.
that is funny.
It
as
was
shit.
great, dude. I was like, yes. Like that's why I
man.
love the
That's
internet.
funny.
When people fucking come up with the fucking dumbest, but
That's fucking funny.
but functional
Mozzarella.
mozzarella.
Like that's
I used to say that. What was that dude's name that used to go to your nightclub? I think his name was Frankie. He had he was kind of semi going bald, and he was like super Italian. You remember he was out of his mind. He was always coked out. Oh god.
Yeah.
Timestamp that.
What?
Coked out.
Was it Franco or Frankie?
Can't say coked. I can't say you can't say coked out.
I don't know. I mean about a certain person. He knows who he is.
Exactly. We're not
Anyway,
even
he
saying
knows
last
who he
name.
was. But
Yeah.
I would.
His name is
I'd be like.
Frankie.
I'd be like, I don't
I
know.
got a
what-
cousin named Frankie. I'm not even Italian.
But he would always do that
He is.
Italian fucking thing. Like he wouldn't talk like this, but he would like do the
the
Italian
whole
like
thing?
yeah, like oh, what's the matter with you guys? You know what I mean? All this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you saying? And he'd be like, I just want a Grey Goose and soda. I'm like, I don't understand. And he's like, Grey Goose and soda. And I was like, say it right. And he was like, Grey Goose and soda. I was like, yeah.
I don't understand.
I would torture. He fucking loved it, but it was like I was like, I don't know what you're saying.
He was a
Grey
fucking,
Goose and soda. He was great though.
Yeah.
He was fucking great tipper.
oh,
Funny
he
as
was the
hell.
fucking best.
Super like coked out, no patience. Like it's fucking, it was an emergency. He needed
Everything was an emergency.
Yeah, you need a Grey Goose and soda. Stat.
Yeah.
That.
I would love to go to Italy though. I would love to go anywhere in Europe. I gotta
it's-
go somewhere.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Europe.
it's fun. I want to go back.
I can't go to Spain now, right? They're like kicking tourists out, like fucking throwing. They're like throwing
they
water.
really?
They're like throwing water at
What?
fucking tourists sitting in restaurants and shit. Because
Why?
I don't know, some crazy shit's happening over there.
Let's go to Spain and fight people.
Huh?
Let's go to Spain and fight people. I'm down.
Go to Spain to fight people. Motherfuckers let the
Something
bulls,
tells me
let the
we-
bulls loose on your
Something
ass.
tells me we'd often win.
We'd often
I
win.
feel like the whole country's a bunch of Spanish hippies.
Spanish hippies.
Dude, I like when we went to Barcelona, it's a lot of like real fancy motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
The
just like-
motherfuckers don't want to get dirty.
They just walk around all fancy and shit.
It's like Milan.
snooty.
Tight
I'm like,
jeans.
Look at these motherfuckers. I
Look
smack
at
the
look
shit
at
out
your
of
tight pants. You
Tight pants.
showing your ankles. You, I don't want to say it, but anyway,
Capri pants.
capri pants. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Showing your ankles. What are you fucking walking a flood later? Get out of here.
Diesels and capris.
Yo, those fuck that look.
Remember that?
Diesels
Yes.
and capris.
These two
Jesus
dudes I
Christ.
lived with in college used to wear that shit. I would break their balls
Oh my
incessantly. They were the first guys
Incessantly.
dude, they were the first dudes ever to do like they were always on the computer doing instant messenger.
No socks.
You know?
Yeah.
And I would keep hearing it like fucking like ring, like go off, like, bloop, bloop. And then hear them in the background going like, giggling and shit.
Giggle?
I'm like, dude. And it was right when that
Was
first
it AIM?
Justin Timberlake album dropped.
Oh shit. Okay.
And like it would be like late at night I talk to you. I used
Yeah,
to
yeah,
sing like
yeah,
late
yeah.
at night I talk to dudes. Just walk out and sing that to him. It's great.
It's the messenger. So late at night. I talk to dudes.
They would be like
Yeah, keying and shit.
wearing their
All
fucking
those
diesels
fucking-
and capri pants. They're
Yeah.
cool. They were cool dudes, but they were super metro, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man. Well, that shit that was a thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? With fucking getting your nails done.
Now
and
look, everything's just gay
Getting
as
your,
shit now.
getting your fucking nails done. And
Yeah, everything is like that
Fucking
now. It's like
perfect
Jesus
teeth,
Christ.
and now you got to fix your teeth, and it's like it's this weird fucking dynamic change. where-
Like there's this dude that just got
Yeah.
drafted by the Sixers, and he's like, I guess it was TikTok famous, not for playing ball, even though he's a really good basketball player, but he just does all these gay,
ah,
You say gay.
say gay, these gay ass dances, and like he paints his fingernails all different colors and shit, and it's like the NBA is just like they're posting it like it's the best thing ever. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, why does everything have to be
Gay.
so gay now? And it's no disrespect to gay people, but it's like, why is it everything being pushed so
it
hard?
isn't a disrespect to gay people,
not.
but isn't it?
I mean,
You know what I
I mean,
mean?
I guess
You
if
know
it's
what I
being
mean?
looked at,
You know what I'm saying?
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like you're disrespecting
let me think. Let me
things that
think.
they like.
Let me think for a
You
second.
know what I'm saying though? Like it's like I don't want to say it's disrespecting. You're disrespecting the community too by acting or like
Oh, you're
stealing
saying-
their culture type. It's like,
Oh, I thought you were saying something totally different.
no.
It's so
Okay,
in your face.
Yes. Yes.
It's so in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like gay pride flags everywhere and shit, like they're thrown in your face. Everyone's like, "Oh, we like gays."
it's all layered. Oh my god! But
It's a rainbow layer.
like I said, isn't it? Like you said, do you know what I'm saying by now? Saying like
Yes.
it should be. If you were gay, you should be offended.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No one cares that you're gay anymore.
No.
Yeah, and it's like
Nobody cares.
But
like-
now that they know, but this is the thing. It's like now that they all know that no one cares, they're like, all right, well,
No.
I'm gonna fucking put it.
It's so extreme
So-
with the shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna be so open about it and so much, so
Yeah.
crazy about it.
Yeah, but any little pushback fucking.
Yeah, it's like, yo, if you like, you look at the gay pride parade.
Not,
there's like dudes with their dicks fucking flying around all over the place,
Right.
with kids around and stuff. That's not cool.
No, it's not.
You'd
It's
have your pride parade.
as
dude.
much as
I won't be there.
Like they're like they talk about like drag queens. They're like, we're not pedophiles and this and that because we're reading books to children and this and that. And I'm like, I get it. I get it. You're just a volunteer that likes to read to children, right? But a lot of drag is sexually charged.
Yes, like
a
like
lot.
almost all of it.
Your jokes,
Almost all
the
of it, bro.
fucking the outfits, like a lot of it. You can't deny
Yeah, that's the
that
point.
part of it.
That's
like
the point.
That's that's what I'm
That's
saying.
the
Like you
point.
can't be like
And nobody wants to
If you're-
fucking say that.
you're gay. It's awesome.
cool.
Right.
Cool.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, let's move forward. Like
It's
I'm
just
black.
not exactly.
I'm moving forward.
it's like it's not
Like-
about that. It'd probably be awesome to be gay. You know what I mean? It would suck for my gay partner because I don't like penis. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, think about it. Think about it, Kenny. If you had a boyfriend, you get together, you probably have sex right away, right?
Yeah.
Then you'd like order food and
that's-
play.
that happens in
You'd probably like
heterosexual,
order food and play games and shit. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Adam Carolla had that really great like joke about it.
What- about being gay.
About like gay pride.
Okay.
Right? Like by being proud. He's like, I don't really feel like something to be proud of. He's like, you know, he's like, you see, you get your kids that goes to Harvard. Like, oh man, you know, Timmy went to Harvard. He graduated top of his class, this and that. Like, what's your kid name? I'm like, oh, he's gay. Loves the cock. Really proud of him.
You
But
should
he
be
did
proud
it a
of
lot
your
better
kid
than I
no
did.
matter what. Yeah.
But
you
it's like-
it's exactly. That's
You
not
just
the
be
reason.
How
to
about we
be-
just be comfortable with the fact that like everyone's comfortable with the fact that he's gay?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know
That's
why
it. It's
not an
everybody
accomplishment
isn't.
to be
I don't know
gay.
why everybody
Right.
is exactly. If you say you're born that way,
Facts.
then it's not you're right. It's not
Right.
an accomplishment. You say
Right.
you're born this way,
Right.
then that's just where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you should
And
be
I don't
accepted
even
for
like the
it.
word tolerance. It should just be like it's normal that
Yeah.
you do what you like. You know
It's
what I mean?
all about special treatment. That's all it has
Dude,
to
it
do.
always-
Also, you
always
have
has to
some
be.
kind of advantage over, so you can use this.
That's
You
right.
want to
So,
use it.
So if someone disagrees with you,
Yes.
they're homophobic.
Exactly.
They're racist. They're this. They're that. All it is, it's just like it's a way
They
to
weaponize
it's a way to discredit.
sexuality.
It's a way to
fucking-
discredit people's valid opinions.
Yes,
That's it.
That's it.
that's it.
All it
100%.
is. Yeah? Don't fucking care.
No, I don't. I
don't need your
I love
homo
you either
colada.
way. If I love you, I
Right,
love you either way. Like, I don't
have,
fucking
like,
care.
A couple, gay dudes at my
You're friends
job,
with? Yeah.
And I know he's gay, but I don't even think about that.
No.
Because it
That's my-
doesn't
that's-
affect
that's-
you.
that's
It
my
doesn't-
guy. Like,
you don't
you know what I mean?
care.
Like, yeah,
He's not
like-
trying to rape you in the fucking
Right.
cooler.
Just like we work with straight women
Yeah.
that we don't want to sleep with.
It's the
the
same
same fucking
thing.
thing.
Exactly.
There you go. Same
Exactly. It shouldn't be a fucking.
It's not even an issue.
No, it's not
At
an
all.
issue. It's not an issue.
thing. No.
It's not an issue. And the
But
more
they want to make it one.
yes, that's what I'm saying. They keep pushing the goalpost. The more you accept, the more they want to put on you
Right.
to fucking.
Like,
it's
everybody
like-
hates us. No, the fuck they do.
No, they don't.
Some
They never
people,
did.
Some people do.
They haven't for
but
a
like,
long time.
Yeah,
that's
but
their
like-
own issue.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If someone being gay bothers you, it's probably because you
Yeah. It's something
don't
going
want
on.
you don't want to show that you're gay.
Yeah. I'm about to say
You're
you're
curious
you're
about
hiding.
the taste of that cock.
That's right. Yep.
That's why I was like, Scott, what's your
I've got
biggest
cock,
ick?
Gene.
What's your biggest ick about dudes?
The dick. Probably the dick.
You know what I mean?
Probably dick.
I don't know. It's part of the dick.
What's your biggest ick?
I thought
Having a mom.
I think it would be so funny if we did a short that way. It would be fucking hilarious. We on the boardwalk and be like, what's your biggest ick? And a dude.
That'd be their penis, Will.
No, you don't know me. You're some random dude on the street. I gotta stick the microphone in your face. But yeah, you're right. It's just a way to fucking
It's a way to discredit people
discredit people.
because like, oh, you're straight white male. Me.
Me.
You're up next, dude. Just letting you know.
What?
Straight black dudes are next.
Bring it on.
What could be the
Nothing's gonna matter. Nothing you say is gonna matter.
Yeah. Bring it. I'm used to it.
But you're a straight black male.
what do you know?
What do you know?
You know what's so crazy? It's so weird, like being in this time, like as a black person, because obviously we've made a whole bunch of progress in the U.S. with race relations. and
Yeah,
shit,
of
like,
course.
whole bunch.
Look at us.
But look at us, Puerto Rican, black, Polish. And
Why?
but like it's funny because I still, even with, you know, the whole DEI, and now like in certain areas you kind of have like preference here and there because of all this bullshit that they created. I experience both still. I still experience like subliminal racism, even with all the things. I still, you know, will get looked at and, you know, side-eyed in certain places. Even now, like it happened the other day. I'm like, this is so weird that this is still a thing. Like,
Yeah, but
even with all the progress that
is
we've
it
made,
you or them?
Huh?
Is it you or them? Do you feel
don't-
that way?
I don't know. I feel
Or
like I
are
don't
they
look
that
for
way?
it. I feel like I don't.
Are
I
you
don't look for
misinterpreting
it.
looks?
I could.
Are you more
Maybe.
sensitive to it? At this point, I'm just saying. Like, be
like I'm less
honest.
sensitive
Be
to it
honest.
now.
Be honest with me. I don't know if this question's. Have you ever been maliciously called the N-word by anyone?
4 times.
Really?
Yep.
Like,
So I'll tell you the first example.
I feel like I have like other friends that like nobody's ever said that to me
Yeah,
in a mean
four,
way.
four
Like
times I
like
had.
you know what I mean? Like actually meaning it, like
Yeah.
to piss me off or to hate me.
That one
Go
girl
ahead,
called me
what-
a white boy.
The first time I was working at resorts. I was like 19 years old, and I'm walking down from Pacific Avenue to the boardwalk because I worked off the boardwalk in resorts doing some type of modeling, promotional modeling gig, whatever. And I'm walking. There's this old white woman walking, and I'm walking past her, and like she turns and sees me walking past her, and this shit is so crazy. I was like, I was so shocked. She was like, "The best nigger is a dead nigger shot right between the eyes." I was like, because I never experienced being called that ever before. And I just turned around, looked at her, like in just total shock. And she just looked at me like
That's
I
it.
dare you to do something. This little old, like I could have fucking broke her in half. You know what I mean? But she just, the hate
making Samson
so much.
uncomfortable.
Oh my god!
The hate. You can
How was
see,
she
you can feel-
dressed?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
She looked like shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
She's probably mentally ill.
Yeah.
All right, we discredit that one. All right,
So
you're
that-
down to 3. Go to.
No, I'm not discrediting it. I'm not discrediting it. I'm just like,
I know you were fucking with me. That's funny though. All right, fake racism.
because I see like, I'm like trying to think like
We're
of
gonna
someone.
debunk these 4 times. All right. Let's go. All right,
no
the
real
first one.
racism.
Is mentally ill. Go.
Racism doesn't exist.
But
So the second one was me and my mom were in her car. I was probably like 16.
was it Theo Vaughn? He had to slip up in traffic. Remember? He's like, I don't say that N-word unless you
Unless
say.
you're
You know what I mean? He's like, I might relapse in traffic every
So
once in a while.
this one was so like stereotypical. It was like, dude, when I hear this, it sounds made up, but I wouldn't lie about this shit. So we're going home. We're in Galloway on 2nd Avenue. We'll have to make a left onto fucking Jimmy Leeds. And there's a fucking older pickup truck with 3 young white boys with no shirts on. Swear to God.
Pineys.
Dude.
Pineys.
Yes. They turn right in front of us from Jimmy Lee's onto 2nd, right? We're right here about to make this turn. They come turn. And they looking at it like, nigger! I swear to God. I swear to God, but it wasn't for like they were dead ass, like looking at niggers. I was like,
Jesus.
oh shit. I looked at my mom, I was like, she's like, I heard him. Ignore it. I was like, all right. And then we didn't even talk about it. And you just moved on. And that shit, like, I didn't stop thinking about it for so long.
I'm sure it
though.
affects you. Like,
Yeah,
look, you
I was
just
like-
because I really thought that doesn't happen as much as people think, but
Yeah.
apparently it does. But that's when you don't, you're not in their shoes. I'm looking at it
Yeah.
objectively. I'm like, does that happen that often?
No, it's
It
not.
happens, but
Yeah. But you know what I heard? It's like, I've heard from people that I know that live down south. They say that shit. They've been called that shit multiple times, like countless.
Jesus.
Like living like down deep Alabama, Mississippi type
Oh, yeah.
shit, down some parts like Georgia, all that Louisiana, where it's known to have been way worse down
Yeah.
there with slavery and racism and all that shit, always since back when. They say back down there, I'm so glad I wasn't born back like then, because I know I would have got killed. Because
Yeah,
I wouldn't
but-
have been able to deal with the shit.
Yeah, but you
know
wouldn't
what
have.
I mean,
You would have grown up differently.
maybe I would have just.
I don't.
like know how to move and just. But I feel like the amount of shit that they dealt with, like the shit that my grandpa used to tell me. Like I remember he was in the service. He was in the Air Force. He told me the story. He went to this restaurant, and he's dressed in his shit, and he goes to this restaurant. Him and his guys, his friend was white too. They go to this restaurant, and the owner sees that he's in there. He comes out. The owner comes out with a shotgun, puts it right in my grandfather's face, and told the white dudes, like, you and this nigga, you got to get the fuck out of here before I blow his head off. Like, just straight like that. My grandpa it was so bad. He was so, like, he hated white people. Like, it was bad. He would call all white, everybody was a white devil. And it's a shame because, like, the way he was treated, like, you get it. It's like if you know, black people treated white people like that just because you're white. It's like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're gonna hate black people. And it's fucked up, and it's causes so much. It causes years and generations of
Hate.
because then
You inflict that
teach
on your
shit
son
to
and your
children
daughter
shit.
and your-
yeah,
yeah.
man. It's like, but yeah, dude, it's crazy, and that's kind of like why I need to get on my shit and stop talking about it and do this have these talks I want to have, because I feel like it could change things. You know what I mean? Because there's still big issues with people like races, with race, with race relations and shit. People. You walk around with somebody
Just
with another race.
when
you
I
can still
think
get
we
looked
come
at
a long
crazy.
way, we haven't really come.
I think we have, but it's such a big, massive. It's such a long road that if you're on a road that's a 200-mile long road, if you came 100 miles, that's a hell of a lot of progress. But there's still
100 miles to go.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah, I guess.
what I think. That's
And
how
people
I feel
need
like
to be
it is.
willing to be honest.
That's
That's
The hardest part. So people are afraid to be honest with each other.
And I get it and that's why I think having these talks would change things, because I want to create something where everybody, like that whole, it sounds cliche, oh, this is a safe space, but like literally though, make a safe space for people to talk really honest, and no matter how fucked up it sounds, if you're not saying something to be a dickhead, but you're just being honest about, yo, this is how I grew up and this is how it was and this is what I thought this, I thought that, and it's like, okay, and then we can have a discussion of why do you think you thought that?
But I think it also starts fundamentally. Like the color black is bad.
dude,
And compared, white is angelic.
it really.
I wear black a lot.
So do I. I wear this fucking shirt at every podcast. What are you
Good
talking
when
about?
you're trying to look slim, son.
That's it,
Right,
When you,
right.
You know,
Dude, that's so
Puerto
true,
Rican
though.
chubby.
That's so true though. Like it black has always been, it's always been demonized and villainized.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean?
It
And-
goes from a fucking color, like you're in a coloring book. Like you don't want to paint things in black. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's just how do you get
and in America, like it's always been
yeah.
from birth, what society tells you, schooling, unless you got fucking solid ass parents that dispel all that shit,
Mm-hmm.
it could be your parents. But everything you see is propping up like white being good and black being bad.
Exactly.
It always it's just like that. And it's
Yeah, like if you go to a dark place, if it's bad, like it always has a negative connotation. You know what I mean? Whatever it's
Darkness.
darknesses.
yeah.
Darkness is.
And then-
Darkness is.
The way black people are always portrayed too. It's like you always show criminals, or it's like, okay, they're thugs, or the only good things they do is fucking rap and play basketball or football. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I guess that's all they're good for. And then people start having this, they call it implicit bias, but that shit comes from conditioning that you
Yeah,
don't
of
even know what's happening.
You don't know what's happening.
It's
That's what I'm
happening
saying.
since birth.
That's what I
You know?
mean. You like as something as fundamental or as basic as colors.
Right.
Like you're black and
Yeah.
white, lighter colors, darker colors. Like you don't fucking
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah,
crazy.
it just
you know
it
what I mean?
just sucks, man. I wish it just wasn't a thing, and we could look at each other like how we look at each other. Like obviously we know we're different, but we don't give a fuck. And then on top of it, what's even better is like, okay, that's dope. Like, why is that like that? Or why? How did you learn that? You know what I mean? Like, we want to learn. I want to learn about certain
Exactly,
things.
your experience.
Yeah, your culture, your experience. The same with you. And it's like, why the fuck can we just all be like this world would be so fucking fire, bro. If, like we were
We actually
all
talk
just
to each
like-
other?
Yeah,
We could
Listen.
actually talk and listen. And yeah, if we can actually talk and listen. Yeah.
like most people who see you would never think you're like one of the biggest fucking fans of
Reggaeton?
reggae.
Yeah.
Reggaeton?
Like no more, like you know more history about that shit than any black person I know. Like, and it's not fake though. Like you really just happened to come across it, however you did, and fell in love with it.
Yeah, love
That's
the
simple.
culture. Yeah, the
That's
culture
it.
is great.
Right, and it's
Yeah.
like
Not everything about the culture was great, you know.
right,
It
of
really-
course, of course.
But
There's been some atrocities
Oh, yeah.
in every culture.
yeah, but it's like it's funny, like especially when I start getting into reggae with people, I'm like, really don't like the gays that much, guys.
yeah.
So just be prepared.
They don't like the gays.
Be prepared.
Yeah, be prepared to
But-
hear some shit.
It comes with everything, dude. Like I
Yeah,
always
there's
say,
negatives in everything. Dude. Even the best shit, there's
Yes.
fucking horrible shit about the best shit.
Everything.
dude, that's why I love that episode. I don't know if I talked about this before on the podcast. That episode of Atlanta, you know, Donald Glover
That
writes
was a good
direction.
show.
Do you ever remember the
Talented
episode?
motherfucker, by the way. He's so talented.
He's a fucking amazing.
Yeah.
They had an episode. It seemed like a BET episode
Okay.
where it was Paperboy. You remember
Okay,
Paperboy
yep.
was his cousin, the rapper,
Yeah.
and he was being interviewed.
Paperboy, like from
No,
like,
that's his rap name. His rap name is Paperboy.
like Paperboy from back in the day, like from the 90s,
No.
Nah.
like the early 90s. Remember Paperboy?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But no, but
Nah.
his name now is Paperboy. In the
That guy.
no,
I can't remember the words.
But they were interviewing him and like this like super feminist white lady, and it was like a Don Lemon interviewing them, right? And they're getting on Paperboy about his like divisive lyrics and
Yeah.
like how, you know, his hateful shit, like, you know, because he'll use gay and
Yeah.
you know, all that stuff. And then the girl's like, you call women bitches and this and that, and he's getting shitted on this entire episode. What's funny about the episode is even the commercials were from the show. Like the commercial was like this it kept following this dude in like an Acura or something. Like,
okay.
you know, he just has this nice ass car.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody's like giving him weird shit, but
Right.
you think it's a car commercial and shit, and then he fucking gets out to get gas and he's butt ass naked. He's fucking out of his mind. Like it was weird, but it was funny. It was because he was getting like a divorce, and it was like the
Yeah.
final fucking like
Yeah,
broke him and
losing
shit.
his shit.
So you think it's like a car commercial, it ends up being something else. But they're also together watching this documentary about this kid who he's a black kid. He identifies as white,
Oh shit.
right? So they go through this. He's like, how do you think? You know, he feels that way. Blah blah blah. This, and of course he's like, you guys keep shitting on me about like feminism and, you know, racism and all this shit. And he was like, and this guy has like a mental illness or whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's like, no, he's living his truth. He's blah, blah, blah. He's like, telling it, right? And then at the end, the guy was like, somehow they started talking about gay, and he hated gay people. The dude that identified as white, and Paperboy
That's
just
hilarious.
Yes, and Paperboy just starts fucking dying. He's like, he's like laughing off of his seat, and the Don Lemon dude doesn't know what to do because it was like a live interview with this dude. And he's like, he says against God is disgusting. He's talking about how bad it is to be gay, but he wants
He
him
really
to be,
is white.
but he wants him to be. It was the
You got
funniest.
me convinced.
It was one of the funniest episodes of that show that I've ever seen, dude. It was
Oh, it's so great.
so funny. And
I
it's
love
like,
that I like that he identifies as a conservative white too.
Yeah.
his shirt was tucked in. It's,
Wearing Brooks Brothers and shit.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, like a button-up yellow shirt.
Oh God!
but I was like,
it's
so
great.
it was so.
He's living his truth though.
Yeah.
It was such a smart episode.
See how your logic implodes.
But that's the hypocrisy in almost fucking anything. It's
It's everything.
everything,
It's everything. It's everywhere.
everywhere, everything.
We're all gay.
Is that how we ended?
It's like, but remember, we're like being gay is like 50 on the top 50 things men do that are gay.
Yeah,
It's like actually being gay is like
Actually being gay?
is like way up off the list.
it's like the last thing that's actually gay.
That's so funny.
It's way up there.
Sucking another dude off is like not even the gayest shit you can
It's
do.
way.
Oh my god, bro.
That's how we end it.
Boom, boom.
We've been the Pouring Rain podcast. We'll be back in August, but we're gonna post this as soon as fucking possible. I've been Bert.
Shaba.
Scott Balls.
We're out.
Instate on decision. Mr. Function, come off it, teach them all a lesson. Me say, when we fire drum and bass, how we mash up the place, how we